What's happening? It's your boy, Boss Main Ticket.
Yo, King Marco in the building. Here to give y'all boys some game on what's going on in the world. And tonight we are going to be talking about Joe Biden having control over black people's minds.
Real shit. You heard Nip.
I don't know what to say at this point. You know, I'm a little frustrated. I'm a little depressed. I just can't understand how you can show people things and then they just totally ignore it. How do you do this? How do you go through life seeing something that's right in front of your face and totally ignore it?
I don't know, man. That shit is real scary right there. You can give people certain facts and they don't even want to accept them. They say the motherfucker tapes is dubbed. They come up with some weird shit. Like if you don't want to believe some shit, you can really make yourself think some crazy shit. That's what they call people being woke. These motherfuckers is sleepwalking, cuz.
Bro.
Everything.
I'm drunk at this point, man. I'm fucking drunk at this point, man. I can't. I don't know what to say about this right now. I'm so drunk. If you have an opinion that's totally against what they're seeing on TV, you are a voter suppressor. You were scared.
She just texted me again with some more bullshit.
Look, man. Look, I'm to the point now. I'm just gonna bow out of this shit right here. I'm bowed out of the election, bro. I'm just going to let fate decide. These people bringing God into the fold now with Joe Biden. Really bringing God.
This is a person's opinion of Joe Biden, which I'm telling them Joe Biden is a racist, and telling them basically no matter who you vote for, you voting for a fucking racist white man. You got 6 in one hand and half a dozen in the other, which is what I told her. But she's fighting the Joe Biden fight, and I've shown her straight facts that this man is a racist. And if you watch the other video, the one before this, if you don't smell me, you definitely check it on the video right back behind this one. Podcast 27. And here's what she said to me. I told her I didn't expect much out of Joe Biden if he became a president. She said, if he has a Republican Senate, then you're probably right. But at least he won't have Russians in the White House trying to stop black people from voting, or putting brown babies in cages, snatching them from their mothers, or trying to take people's health care. Lesser of two evils in your case. Biden is not perfect, made mistakes, said some fucked up shit, but he ain't Trump.
Right. I said she's right. He ain't right. Trump.
Yeah.
He ain't Trump. You right. Look, man. I'm out of fight right now. I really don't have the energy to argue with anybody else that's voting for Joe Biden. At this point, man, you can't talk to them, man. You really can't talk to them. They are totally possessed, man. And they gonna believe whatever they want to believe. I mean, Joe Biden is damn near like Trump when he said that he can blow somebody's head off in broad daylight and he still get elected. Yeah. Joe Biden can do the same fucking thing, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
He can do the same thing at this point. At this point, I can't fight it. I'm bowing out, bro. I'm bowing out. You know, I can't vote. I said I was gonna pull the lever for Trump, but you know what, man?
What brown babies is getting put in cages? What them? I guess is she trying to say that?
Immigration. She's talking about immigration. Yeah. Okay, Joe Biden has separated a lot of people from their families.
Has he? Okay. Well, yeah, with the prison, with
the crime bill, he separated a lot of people from their families. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this, man. At this point, but like I said. I'm done convincing people that Joe Biden is a piece of shit.
Brown babies in cages. She put grown. He put grown men in cages.
Man,
fuck you talking. Hold on, it just fucking came to me. I mean, what the fuck, man? Cut the games, man.
I'm out. I'm out. That's all I got to say about this race right now, man. I'm out. I can't vote. I cannot vote in this race. Everybody is just totally possessed, either one way or the other. One's real possessed with the Democrats, and one is real possessed with the Republicans. I'm scared to see who actually wins. I really don't even want to see a winner at this point. I think it's gonna be chaos on the streets.
Yeah,
it's gonna be straight chaos. I don't know. I'm a little scared at this point. I damn near wonder if I gotta go buy a pistol.
You better.
Shit, do
I keep some
a pistol off this motherfucker, man? Shit, or a chopper? I gotta buy a chopper.
You might need a yop. You might need your yopper in that motherfucker. When you chopping shit down to do it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be hearing gunshots on Tuesday, man. I'm hearing gunshots for real. You might hear some explosions, man. I don't know. Old folks is all crazy. They more possessed than the young folks. To be honest with you, they way more possessed than the young folks. I'm afraid that the old folks gonna shoot somebody. At this point, I can't get in, man. I can't get involved in this, man. I'm gonna have to stay out of this race. You know, I ain't got no more fight. I'm out. So at this point, with the way people are, what? Who are we better off as far as keeping the sanity of the United States from going crazy? You know, from people who totally. Who do we need to see win?
I think it's fucked either way, for real.
Yeah, but to keep the streets from being crazy.
Shit, if you okay, hold on, let me finish this text. Because think if you put Trump in, you gonna have all them Biden motherfuckers. Oh, this shit rigged. He had Russia rigged. They gonna be going hammer. So that's a lot of them. Then if Trump lose and Biden get in, you got the Proud Boys and probably some other motherfuckers. You gonna have people turned on either side.
So who we better off with? Wonder who we better off.
That's why I'm not voting for either one of these motherfuckers.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about as far as the safety of the streets.
I think either way you gonna have some smoke. And the smoke gonna clear up both ways. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be smoky at first, probably for maybe a month, couple weeks, maybe even a week or two. Then motherfuckers gonna go back to living their life. Shit, it is what it is. Because once the quicker you realize they gonna do what the fuck they gonna do, no matter who in there. Once motherfuckers get that type of knowledge about themselves, go get your money and do what you're supposed to do. Everything gonna work out for you. That's what I tell you. All that voting for these motherfuckers, they got a plan that they gonna stick to. Motherfucker, no matter who in there, they running a certain script. So they got all these motherfuckers getting emotionally invested in this shit. And they know what the fuck they gonna do. Shit gonna go. Cause just look at it like this. Say you a Democrat and you believe in everything the Democrats selling. Then they so happen to have a Republican Senate or whatever. So they can't do what they promised you. Don't you think that shit is set up away for a reason? Why you got all these chains of command? You know what I'm saying? If you voting for your man and that's what he's supposed to be able to do, he should be able to do all the shit that he said, right? Why you got to have all these buffers in between?
Because it's not a dictatorship. It still has to go through proper channels. I mean, I understand that.
But if the majority of people vote in, that means the majority was going for what he was saying. So let's put that in play.
That turns it into a dictatorship.
But then when you got the Senate, then it comes to a point where nothing gets done at a certain point because one side want to do something and the other side don't. You can't get you in a stalemate. Then shit don't never go nowhere. So
I mean, it's all a game. It's all a game.
My whole thing is dictatorship. No, not necessarily, because if it's a dictatorship, how can you say that? Because the people voted him in. They was obviously down for whatever he was selling. We want to fight it.
That's what they'll say. They will say
not
it's a dictatorship.
The people is obviously voting. They down for whatever he's selling. So let's try this. We down to try this. He got the plan. The people don't got the plan. We just believe in the plan that you got, and it sounds good for us. You brought some shit to the table that sounds good for us. Now, okay, let's see if it works. Ain't that what this shit's supposed to be? In simple forms, in layman terms, which the shit should be.
You're going to change the whole structure.
That's what I'm telling you. The whole thing need to be white. Because if you vote on, because okay, if really they don't be running on shit. Because if you ask people what is Joe Biden running on, they don't fucking know.
So you're basically saying, in order to do that, you're gonna have to people are gonna be talking about if you want to rewrite the whole way business is done in Washington. You're basically changing the whole structure of the United States of America.
But look at it. Okay, tell me this. Ain't this whole shit some bullshit when you really break it down?
I understand that, but what I'm telling you what their argument is saying, their argument to you is that they're going to say you're going
to. Why would you fuck with it? I mean,
okay, that's what they're going to say. You're changing. No, you want to change the structure of the United States of America. And what I'm saying to you, will get major resistance with that. That would lead to a war. To be honest with you, that would actually lead to a war. Okay,
because they want to keep on doing how they want to do. They don't want to be held accountable.
Correct.
That's the whole thing.
Maybe so, but I'm saying that that will lead to
when
a
you
war.
break all this shit down to the simplest forms, let's not talk the jargon, all this bullshit. Let's just break it down. They do not want to be held accountable. They want to sell you some bullshit, and you supposed to keep on buying it. They keep on feeding it to you this way. But really, like, motherfuckers are starting to get smart. You hear motherfuckers saying we want something for our vote. See, motherfuckers learning this shit. They lying to you each time. Then they say, okay, well, the Senate won't let us do this. They won't let us do that. Okay, so why the fuck did we vote you in and your hands tied behind your back? What good is that for us? Huh?
Look, you just have to realize that you only.
We'll give you this one or two things that we said, but we really can't do the rest of this shit. They throw you a bone. They always do a little something so they can say they did something. It's the hustle.
Yeah.
It's the fucking hustle.
Yeah. It's the hustle.
But most people ain't been ran, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's sad, man.
Well, at the end of the day, that's another argument. This topic of what we're talking about here.
We're going over the whole overall scope.
Understand that, but we're talking about how and why these people are being so possessed. Why? What is going on?
Because they was taught to vote. You do this, and this is the way shit's supposed to go.
They never been this. It's never been this smoky.
But now it's serious to motherfuckers though. Because
this
motherfuckers texting me. They ain't never text me about this. I got a text.
I think this is the effects of coronavirus.
Come on,
I really do. I really do believe that.
But speaking on that, like, I don't like the way Trump handling this though. This shit getting worse. It's getting scary than a motherfucker. That's the only thing I kind of do think Joe Biden would be more solid on though. For real,
I don't know if I trust him.
I think he'll take that shit more serious. I really
maybe, but he might croak and die.
I don't like, maybe, but I think I'm a little shady ass. She fuck around, might take.
They'll run her out the arena. They'll run her out the arena. Believe that. If they made her president of the United States, man, they're gonna be running her out of the arena. She ain't ready for this smoke. Think she ready for this? What's she gonna do? All she gonna do is smile and laugh and giggle and shit. Man, fuck all that. Huh? And laughing. You lost 300,000 people today. Laughing and shit.
I seen some shit. Did you see where a white dude came up on the stage and snatched her mic from her?
Nah, I ain't see that. Pull that shit up. I want to see that.
I read into that shit today. I'm about to put him
pull that up. She out here laughing and giggling every 5 minutes. Every time she answers a question, she laughing. And people, I just can't understand how black folks can't see through this shit. I don't understand it. That's why I'm out the race, man. I can't do it, man.
I hit my cousin with some game, man. On the last text, I think it was heavy for her.
It's too heavy for anybody. And every time that I ask a person why they're voting for Joe Biden, it's always going back to Trump. Okay.
I think I'm gonna read what I said too.
Can we stop? Can we stop, please? If you don't have a good answer as to why you're voting for this man, you should
Don't,
not
man.
vote for
I'm
him.
asking, like, what is this motherfucker doing? You just hate Trump that much.
Then they tell you just go ahead and vote for Trump.
Yeah.
Go ahead and vote him. Go ahead. You want him anyway. Go ahead. I had enough of this, man. I want this motherfucker out of the way. I really believe coronavirus, man, has something to do with it. I think people sitting at home all day, being contained in their house, and they watching TV because that's all they got to do is watch TV and eat. They sitting there looking at this shit and they just boiling their blood because they watching it. CNN is 3 hours every fucking day of bashing Trump. That's all it is bashing Trump. 3 hours.
Like I told her the stations is biased. I told her that.
I was like, you watching 3 hours every day. So they spending 15 hours a day, a week on Trump bashing.
This white boy came up there and snatched that Mizzy, nigga. Give me that Mike Batch. Give me that Mike Batch.
Hi. Wait a minute, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your big idea. But we want to make sure that we are able to get through this.
He spitting on her?
It's okay.
Did he?
People have their own.
It looked like he was spitting on her.
She was scared as fuck. Look.
Hello. Oh, hi. Wait a minute, sir. Hi. Thank you so
It's
much,
one where you get to see more than this, though.
Idea, but we want to make
She started talking after it's over. Like, it's okay. I'm cool. Look how scared she looked when he ran up on her, though. She gave that motherfucker Michael like, here. You can have this mother right, John.
Oh, man. It's just
Motherfuckers think they could test her. They think they could snatch her missile.
Next question, Senator. On implementation of your basic idea on the gender pay gap, not everyone works for a corporation. Yes. And a big. Hey.
Hello.
Senator, on implementation of your first big idea on the gender pay gap, not everyone works for a corporation. Yeah. And a big.
Hello. Hi. Wait a minute, sir.
Asking for your attention to a much bigger idea.
Thank you so much, sir, for your big idea. But we want to make sure that we are able.
She like we got a big ass.
Okay, it's okay, folks. It's okay. People have their own big ideas. They have their own big ideas. Yeah. But we also want to make sure that we are being respectful to our folks that have come here to speak to us.
Just gotta be respectful.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Folks that are coming here.
Yeah, we want that ass back.
Now you bought it, bitch. You was just shook. Cut it off. Bitch, you was shook like a paradise.
We need a mic. All right.
Look at it.
I'm so sorry about that. All right. Give it up. For Senator Patel. Woo!
You had a question, and I want to answer.
You have a question.
Big ideas for him.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna actually go to a move on number question.
What you think of that shit, man? He snatched her jaw.
I just, look, man. I'm just out of this race. I don't know why people. I know coronavirus is part of the reason why, this whole thing is going on. why people are got so much built up energy, pent up energy inside. They just sitting inside and they dealing with this coronavirus. They can't go nowhere. And it's just
So let's stop the track. She just texted me back. I'm gonna hit you with what I hit her with, and she is a motherfucking coon. Hold on. I said 6 in one hand, half in a half, because she said Biden's not perfect, but made mistakes, said some fucked up shit, but he ain't Trump. I said 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. I said brown babies in cages. What about all the black men that was in cages for years over petty crimes taken away from their kids, and then their sons grew up fatherless and ended up in prisons just like their father. It's an assembly line, just like they intended. Say that wasn't some heat. Assembly line, you put shit and just have it keep on going through. That's what they wanted. And just think, when the daddy went to jail, the son grows up with no father, no discipline in the house. He ended up going to wild out, end up in jail just like the daddy. Am I not lying though? And then she said, no, not right. But have you ever thought about a situation like this one? One of those black men who broke in a home, stole a TV, did 30 days, got out and robbed another home where the mom and child were home during the robbery. The mom had a heart attack. She need to write books.
Nah.
The mom had a heart attack. Child watched, mother died. Child is a mental case and never been right since. Happened to my friend's cousin. Robber should have never got out. Friend's aunt will still be alive.
Cut it out. Look, Pookie and Ray Ray goes to jail no matter what. Crime bill they did not need to create the crime bill to send Pookie and Ray Ray to jail. Okay, they were already cracking down on crime. Okay, in the 80s, Ronald Reagan, and they had that Just Say No campaign, war on drugs. What was that? What was that?
He had a war on drugs, and they put the dope on the street in the first motherfucking.
Yeah. They the ones that put the drugs on the street, and then 2 years later they say just say no, and then we have war on drugs.
Because I heard they was putting pistols and not just drugs. I heard it was just crazy pistols. You ain't ever heard that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Just crazy pistols in the hood mysteriously. So basically, you would set niggas up for the whammy. You know what I'm saying? Just because you put drugs, which equal money, which is gonna equal beef, and you got a pistol to solve beef.
Yep.
I mean, come on, man. This is an algebra equation.
Okay. They did not need to create the crime bill to crack down on crime. They were already cracking down on crime. Okay, Joe Biden didn't make it better. He made it worse.
I don't give a fuck if he give him 60 years.
I know why he did it though. See, Joe Biden, he's a lawyer. So you know what he did? He made the penalty so harsh that you always gonna need a lawyer for everything. So he puts a lot of money in lawyers' pockets. That opened up the whole wave of lawyers getting paid a whole bunch of money for defending criminals. Okay, because think about it: if a motherfucker looking at 10 years for selling dope, how much you think his bill gonna be for the lawyer? How much you think that bill gonna be?
Right, at least gonna be close to 10 grand. Maybe 15. Depending if it's a Fed case, even more. Depending on what it is.
Okay, so that's my whole point.
I think that lawyer getting 10 grand ain't even doing shit for real.
To turn it down a little bit. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So, Joe Biden created that whole crime bill to get lawyers paid all across the country. Okay, that's why he said it was a good. It was successful what he did when he said he didn't apologize for that. It was successful because he knew he had gotten a whole bunch of lawyers paid. Okay, all across the country doing that. That's why it was a success. Now he wants to decriminalize all these laws, right? And you know what?
It already hit the lick, shit.
Yeah, but no, it ain't because of that. It ain't because of that. He not. It's not because that they
ain't even in on the action no more. Maybe
it ain't got nothing to do with that either.
What is it?
Okay, what it has to do is that now the white kids are sick. The white kids is
Oh,
on.
because it's pill epidemic and it's
Yeah, all
heroin.
this pill epidemic and all this heroin going on,
Yeah.
and the white kids and the soccer moms is strung out now.
Yeah.
Okay, so now he wants to decriminalize it because now the dope is affecting the white community more than it is the black community now. Okay, so that's why he's sitting out there trying to decriminalize these drug offenses, these drug laws, and this 3-strike shit. He is gonna do it. Okay, he wants to do it because bottom line is the white people is strung out now. Okay, his neighbor's daughter is strung out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. Okay, so he ain't doing it because he feels sorry. He doing it to save his mother, to save his sister, to save his niece, to save his brother. Like he said the same thing about sending niggas to jail. He said to protect my mother, to protect my wife, to protect my daughter. Okay, that's what you're doing now for decriminalizing drugs. Now you gonna protect your daughter, protect your son, protect your niece. Your son's on drugs, right? His son was on drugs. Think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
His son was on drugs. Okay. Yeah. It affected the white community. I'm hearing that echo.
So you already know off rip. Soon as it affect them, we got to get shit right.
But hey, hey, fuck it. I say this stuff, and I'm a Trump supporter. You know what I'm saying? I speak against Joe Biden on this, and I'm a Trump supporter.
But Trump ain't clean either.
I understand that.
So we got to play.
But black folks ain't behind Trump like they are. They ain't.
Shit, the way it's looking, it is like you said. It still is a good group of black people that's really standing behind him, and that shit ain't cool either.
Okay, but think about it. They're not as passionate as the liberal Democrats. The black liberals, okay, they are very, very passionate about Trump. Okay, the black Republicans don't hate Joe Biden as much as the black liberals hating Trump. That's fact. Okay, if let's say Joe Biden wins, the black Republicans just gonna go home and say, well, Donald Trump didn't get in. I ain't about to riot and loot and vandalize buildings because Donald Trump didn't win. But let Joe Biden lose.
You said it's gonna be some smoke though, either with the Proud Boys and shit.
Yeah, well,
they was knocking on the door with the yoppers. Shit.
Yeah, I'm talking about the black Republicans. I'm talking about the black people that's gonna vote for Trump. They gonna go home.
Oh yeah,
they gonna go home if Biden wins. Okay, they ain't about to turn up no dust. These black folks, shit. I don't know how they gonna be, man, when they realize that Trump about to walk back up in there. He gonna win the race.
Oh, Trump.
Yeah, Trump gonna win this motherfucker still.
He a sucker.
He might be a sucker, but they always win. The guys that people can't stand always wins, especially for president. Joe Biden ain't good enough to beat Trump. He's not a good enough guy to get behind to say we're gonna rally behind this guy and beat him. He's just not that. Joe Biden ain't that dude. I just don't see it. But hey,
maybe
you can't tell this.
Get something done.
I felt like they might take us to the back of the precinct and kill us.
This shit was crazy, bro. This shit ain't right. Straight up. You definitely gotta come get this for me.
Hugely important story. I wish I could tell you it was unique, that 5 Black and Hispanic boys were arrested for a crime they didn't do and sent away for a crime they didn't do.
This shit ain't cool.
It's all too common in the United States. And so the Central Park 5 has to be emblematic for a lot of other people whose stories aren't told.
And they made them motherfuckers tell stories that wasn't even true.
That's crazy how they made that shit look like that.
There was
I ain't never seen that
a
before. The movie.
orange-haired real estate developer in New York at the time of the Central Park jogger case who took out full-page ads in all the daily newspapers asking for the return of the death penalty and more police.
You
Of course
fucking-
I hate these people. And let's all hate these people because maybe hate is what we need if we're going to get something done.
And he believed that these children should be executed, even though, of course, even the return of the death penalty would disqualify the execution of children. It was horrific then. It's horrific to hear it now.
And it's more than anger, it's hatred. And I want society to hate him.
You fucking with this nigga? Eh?
We should be talking about it, talking to the now men who went through this and always having our ear to the ground to this
These boys ain't do
pernicious
nothing.
racism in our country that exists despite the fact that we know in our hearts that you judge a person by the content of their character and not by the color of their skin. I'm quoting Dr. Martin Luther King.
Hold on, my nigga. You fucking with this nigga, man? This is doubling down after knowing what happened, nigga. You fucking with this?
Who you talking to? I told you I probably vote that all. Nigga, what the fuck you talking to?
You was acting like Donald Trump was all right with niggas. Shit, Dwayne is a coon. The Central Park fight documentary was one-sided piece of garbage. What? One-sided piece of garbage, and these black boys was motherfucking not guilty, and they went to jail for nothing. They made them tell stories that wasn't true. How the fuck could he say that? Fuck out of here, man. You said you was just saying the other day you fuck around was gonna vote for Trump. I damn near was going to too. Ain't no fucking way. Fuck out of here, man.
I ain't voting for him. I ain't voting for nobody. I'm not voting.
We keep fighting. If I were starting off today, I would love to be a well-educated black because I really believe they do have an actual advantage today.
That devil
That's part of the movie right there.
wants to kill my son. You gonna take an ad out about killing my son?
I'm Gucci, my nigga. Trump is a piece of rotten shit.
That's how you feel?
How you feel?
He ain't looking good. You know, I can't vote for none of these dudes. I can't do it.
And then what he said about, I pull this up too on my phone though. What he said about that dude Jacob Blake, one of them dudes that got shot, man. Trump need his motherfucking ass whooped for real. I ain't even hold you.
Yeah, it's just not a good. It's not a good day.
He's vowed that he would go into the hospital and eventually to the significant decisions now when they matter most. Here's a great idea that
Spikes, and they are saying there are not spikes. It's in the rearview mirror. Well, that's very difficult for people to kind of absorb. So the only way you can do it,
It's crazy. Yeah, boy, that's straight.
Sure. I'm probably gonna lose a friend on this motherfucker.
What you doing?
Motherfuckers ain't liking what I'm saying on Facebook about this bullshit. That's why I say I can't talk to these people, man. I gotta leave these people alone.
Who you talking about? You talking about Biden, ain't you?
Yeah.
You gotta go after Trump too, though, man.
I've been after Trump. Okay, I don't like these motherfuckers like that. I'm cool. I'm not voting for none of these fools. I can't vote for them. You can vote for them.
Shit, you already know.
All right, see where this shit go. This shit is gonna go with Trump, and people gonna be pissed off.
I don't think
that's how I see it. I can't do it. I'm out. I'm out of this shit. Who you think gonna win?
I think Biden might get it, man. Because the way Trump handled this pandemic, I think that's what's gonna get him out of here. To be honest.
You think so?
That's gonna be his demise. Watch.
You think the coronavirus is gonna get him out of there, huh?
You don't think so, huh? How you think he handling it? What's your opinion on how he handling this coronavirus?
Well, I told you from day one that he doesn't know what he's doing with coronavirus. I've been said that.
That doesn't worry you a little bit?
Yeah, but what makes you think that Joe Biden, when he gets in, is going to be any better? Okay, I don't see they ain't gonna have a handle on it either. Joe Biden, he ain't gonna be able to make it, man. I just don't see it. I don't think he makes it past. I give him a year and a half before he bows out. Okay, he's gonna bow out. Kamala Harris is gonna be the president of the United States if he gets elected. And I think people are gonna look at that and say, you know what? I don't want to see Kamala Harris as my president. And people are gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the lever for Trump. I think that's what's gonna happen in there. You know, Trump had 15% chance of winning in 2016. 15%. That was the odds for him. 15%.
I think Walmart. They said Walmart removed their guns.
Yeah, they moved the guns from the from the set. They can't sell no guns at Walmart now because of this shit. And I'm telling you, this shit gonna get ugly, man.
You ain't got.
I'll tell you that right now. Shit gonna get ugly.
Motherfuckers should have been had some heat. They said guns is selling out the roof. I bet you them gun stocks is through the roof right now, nigga. I know they are. They said people buying heat because they must say Joe Biden must gonna ban heat or something. That's fucked up too, though. I think that's why Brett Favre said he was voting for Trump. To one of his reasons.
I don't know. The guns been down. It went down today. I guess it went up. It went from 62 to 66. It ain't did shit. It probably go up a little bit later on, probably. But this shit right here, I can't go down this road, bro. I think we gonna be in a state of emergency come Tuesday. And they said it's some crazy shit. They said it's gonna be a blue moon tomorrow. It's blue moon tomorrow, Time goes back an hour on Sunday, and we looking at the election on Tuesday. It's just so much weird shit going on right now to where I don't know. People are totally they like zombies, man. It's like Night of the Living Dead, man. That's what it's looking like.
It's gonna be the purge.
It could be. You know, it could be Night of the Living Dead, man. That's how I see it right now.
You better order you a Yopper. I bet you the bitch is sold out if you look.
Probably take 2 weeks to get it. And Trump putting some dirt in the game too.
What are you doing?
You know, the state of Minnesota, they said if you don't have the mail-in votes by election day, those votes don't count. In the state of Minnesota, that's a big state. And
so Trump trying to sew this shit up the best he can.
Yeah. I told you it's gonna be funny games with that mail-in shit. I didn't trust that mail-in shit at all. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see some slow processing going on with the mail. I could see that happening with the mails. Somehow they shut down the damn mail-in precinct, one of the mail-in places, because of COVID. That can happen.
And then you gotta wonder, did they put this COVID in the game for some kind of reason?
I think, yeah, I believe so. I'm telling you, man, it's coronavirus is leading to this kind of shit, and then the TV on top of it, they're spreading all this. They just won't stop. They just won't stop with Trump. I mean, it's like Trump this, Trump that, and it's like, you know, they're kind of egging on this whole situation right here. I mean, honestly, this coronavirus and this election is probably destroying families. Believe it or not, families are split. I
So
believe.
you think it's people down there getting into it about who they voting for in the house and everything?
Yeah, I'm talking to people, and they're saying they're getting involved. They're arguing with their parents and their grandparents, even when they tell them that they're not voting at all. If they're not picking a side, they still get mad. Okay, they're losing their minds, man. I don't know. This is a scary time. I would strongly advise everybody that's, you know, involved in the election to, man, just, you know, turn that shit off, man. Go watch some, you know, some Roseanne or some, you know, Married with Children or something, man. Go turn that on, man. I don't even want people watching the news anymore. You know, the news, even they probably need to turn off YouTube too. You know, looking at their YouTube feed and seeing Trump this and Trump that and Biden this and Biden that. It's like, I think people just need to turn TV off. I think everybody's watching too much TV. They need to go read a book. They need something to calm their soul right now. Because right now we at the stage now where it's getting too close and shit ain't gonna go their way. And I believe that, and I want people to, I send people, you know, that Jim Crow Joe shit, you know, and they pissed off at me, but I'm sending it to them, you know, to warn them that, hey, Trump might win this motherfucker. Okay, everybody is sitting there thinking that Joe Biden got this shit in the bag. Okay, they think, oh, we only got 4 more days of this guy. 4 more days.
So you don't want people to be hurt.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell them. Like, please do not, you know, get pissed off when you don't see something when you see something that you don't want to see, because it's just gonna be, it's gonna be a big mess. Your heart gonna be hurt, because a crook like him always wins.
So at one point you was fooled that Donald Trump wasn't as racist as what you thought, huh?
Yeah, and then I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I gotta bow out. I gotta go with my first initial gut was, which is to sit out. And I'm just going to sit out. I'm just going to sit out this one, bro. I can't do it.
Yeah, you was early on that sitting out.
I'm gonna have to sit out. I'm gonna stick to my guns and just sit out. But the reason why I was thinking Trump was because, all I heard was Trump was a racist. Trump was a racist. Trump was a racist. Trump was a racist. And then when you do some investigation on Joe Biden, and then you see, damn, this is just as bad, if not worse. Yeah. It is worse. So then it makes me like, man, I'm gonna fuck with Trump, man. I'm gonna fuck with Trump just because, man, I want to show the Democrats that I'm not buying your bullshit no more. But voting for him ain't better either. It's just,
it's fucked up that this is all they give us to pick from, man. Exactly. Like that shit is so sad.
That's just sad that we still dealing with racist white people. After what?
And then you said Yang was talking real good. Motherfuckers wasn't even trying to holler at him.
Wasn't trying to listen to him. They wasn't trying to listen to that man.
And this is why we where we at with this shit. Just that right here. We sitting here picking from nothing. And then you try to tell people Joe Biden ain't shit. He ain't shit all. They make up every reason in the world why he's something. And it don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah. And then it's like they trying to make Joe Biden look like he's the good guy.
He was once racist, but now he just seen the light. But this motherfucker just doubled down on that shit in 2016. So what, in 4 years, you just have some kind of epiphany or something. You love niggas now.
Yeah.
Oz loves a nigga. But you was sitting next to a nigga in the White House after in 2016, after you done got out the White House, you still talking down. So what the fuck that show you? You'll go along to get along. So what's genuine? Are you fucking for real or what?
Ain't none of them for real.
You don't put all these black men in jail and shit, and then the black people don't want to see that shit. They don't want to acknowledge it. The only thing they see is Trump's racism. Both of these motherfuckers is racist. You picking from two races. Which one you want? Either one of them got clean hands. And this is what the fuck we got to pick from it. Motherfuckers supposed to be happy about this. Oh, you got to believe in something. I don't see shit to believe in here.
No, I'm lost hope.
So basically, they didn't force motherfuckers to believe you got to pick one or the other.
No.
What if I don't like both? You don't like mayonnaise, right? So if it's mayonnaise on something, on everything on that menu, you're not eating at that place, right? Exactly. I don't want that.
I don't know why they want you to vote, especially you picking from these people.
If motherfuckers got a favorite food or they got a food they don't like, they're not eating that shit. And if these motherfuckers is don't have nothing that's good for you, you don't want that shit. I don't want it. I don't see nothing I like. So what the fuck I gotta pick from here? So now I'm just supposed to settle. Is you supposed to settle in life? They teach you not to settle, right? Ain't that the whole thing about life? But when it comes to this, you're supposed to settle. But in everything else, you not, right?
Yeah. Well, shoot for the sky. Shoot for the sky.
Fuck out of here,
Get
man.
a stop.
But here, you gotta pick something. Nah, really?
I can't do it. I can't do it. Malcolm would have talked me out of fucking voting.
It's nothing that. I mean, I feel him on that, man. Hey, you can't pick from this shit, man. None of these motherfuckers mean you no good. I refuse to support this shit. You got Lil Wayne, motherfucking dope fiend ass supporting this Donald Trump, man. Fuck out of here, man. Little skinny twig head motherfucker. Look like he done burnt all the way out. He one couple from lean, from just twisted, from falling over. Fuck out of here, man. These niggas, they shouldn't be doing this to themselves, man.
They just out there trying to get a bag, man. They just trying to get a bag.
I guess, man. I guess they already got the bag. What you stand next to this man for after hearing all this?
Wayne probably sit next to Trump saying, "Hey, man, you might get out of jail free card." That's probably what that's about. Want to make sure that I don't get no trumped up charges thrown on me while you president.
Damn, man. But you know what this man about, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man.
It's just the best, man. I'm just sad that black people are not awake, man. After all these years, we still relying on
falling for the Okie.
Still relying on a racist to save us. Okay, these racists are not gonna save you. They're just not. And I don't care. You know, people probably gonna unfriend me for the statements that I made on Facebook, but I don't give a damn. You know, whatever. You can't see it, it just ain't meant for you. Fuck it. I'm out. I can't fuck with it no more. I can't win this race. And old folks, old black folks, they need to just sit down. They just really need to sit down at this point, man. Old black folks just need to just sit back and just not get a heart attack, man, because they just getting so riled up over this shit.
I think I'm about to find this shit with Trump and what's the name, so you can hear your boy at it again. You know who Jacob Blake is, right?
Yeah, I know who Jacob Blake is.
You could come up with a nice. See, motherfuckers was wondering why Trump didn't go at Joe Biden for this shit, because he thinking, nigga, I could come up with a roll, a motherfucking tape on you too. Think about it. You had to think as dirty as Trump played. You had to think about that though. He definitely would have won a hit for this.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I knew something was kind of funny about that shit. I think we should be able to find it. I'm thinking this might be the part, because I seen it on CNN, but I think this is the part where you might be talking about it. Piece of shit ass dickhead. I can't believe this all we got to pick from, my dude.
Storefronts hurt people, beat people, and give them some kind of an accommodation, because they really, what they did was very brave, actually. People in the face, that would have happened to Rand Paul. Number that nobody, and people are leaving. They're looking, or I got involved and stopped it. Or they look at Chicago, where 78 people.
Protesters,
No.
or do you want to leave it to law?
No, I don't
law
want them.
enforcement?
I want to leave it to law enforcement. But my supporters are wonderful, hardworking, tremendous people. And they turn on their televisions and they look at a Portland, or they look at a Kenosha before I got involved and stopped it. Or they look at Chicago, where 78 people were shot last weekend and numerous people died. Or they look at New York, where violence is up by 150%. It's up by a number that nobody, and people are leaving. They're looking at all of this and they can't believe it. They can't believe it. Whether it's my supporter or not.
But you don't want them showing
No,
up
I
to try
don't.
to.
Well, it's a peaceful protest. I mean, they were protesting. They weren't. You know, it's amazing. They want to protest and they get criticized. The other people run through the streets, burn down storefronts, hurt people, beat people, and kill people, kick people in the face. That would have happened to Rand Paul, by the way, and his wife, except that you had 2 and then ultimately 4 very good policemen who took a big beating. They took a big beating. And they really saved Rand Paul. In fact, we're going to bring him into the White House and give him some kind of an accommodation, because they really, what they did was very brave, actually. I mean, can you imagine? I'm saying policemen were brave because they were escorting, but they were escorting a U.S. senator and his wife. And as Rand said, he would have been killed if they weren't there.
Isn't it true also, Mr. President, that Democrats have been in their own way inciting this violence against individuals for almost as long as you've been in office?
If you see anybody from that cabinet. You get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
Please, get up in the face of some Congress people.
There needs to be unrest in the streets.
The domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue with their...
It's the media, the fake news. The news is so fake. Like I told you with the mayor, where they make him look like it's a great unity thing when actually they were cursing at him and they would have done big numbers on him, but they don't show that. They just show the mayor standing with these very tough thugs, and he was gone, okay? They saved him. But NBC shows it like it's unity with the people. I don't get it. I don't know why they're doing it. And I will say this, at some point, I will not be president. Hopefully that'll be in 5 years from now, but I will not be president. And they're gonna die, they're all gonna die. Can you imagine if they had to cover Sleepy Joe Biden? It won't be very much fun, but much more importantly, our country would go to hell. Our stock markets will crash as sure as you're sitting there. We will have problems like you've never had. But if you take Kenosha and if you take other parts of the country that I don't even talk about, I could show you things that we've done to stop this kind of a thing that's happening in Portland and happening in Chicago and happening in other places.
Most red states are cooperating with federal law enforcement, and things are relatively calm in red state America. But Biden said again today in Pittsburgh that essentially you're not going to be safe in Donald Trump's America.
So if it weren't Donald Trump's America, to just use the expression as I'm president, you would have riots like you've never seen. The Democrats have lost control of the radical left. And if you look at Bernie and I call it the manifesto that was agreed to with Biden and his group, that's further left than Bernie ever was. They won't be able to control these people. These people have lost control of these people, and it's hurting them. Don't forget, Biden wasn't going to come out of his basement until the election. Now he had to because the polls are so good. For me, now he had to because the polls are different. So all of a sudden he's in Pittsburgh. He wasn't going to leave his basement. Then he said, okay, he's leaving, but he won't leave for 10 days. 10 days is a long time. So in the meantime, like on Sunday or Saturday, I'm in Texas, I'm in Louisiana. I was going to stop in 2 other places. Fortunately, they didn't get hit. Arkansas was.
How long ago was this?
Et cetera. I would have stopped. But I'm all over the place. I leave early in the morning. I get home late at night. And that's what you have to do as president.
And
Joe doesn't have energy.
Tomorrow.
Man of law enforcement. And I want to thank the law enforcement. They've done a good job. And when the governor says that I shouldn't come or he'd prefer that I not come, I'm the one that called.
Seen by the people of Wisconsin now.
Because I am a tremendous fan of law enforcement.
Tomorrow, you're going to Kenosha, Wisconsin, of course, the scene of so much unrest lately. And the governor says he doesn't want you to come. Why is it important for you to be seen by the people of Wisconsin now?
Because I am a tremendous fan of law enforcement. And I want to thank the law enforcement. They've done a good job. And when the governor says that I shouldn't come or he'd prefer that I not come, I'm the one that called him and said, Tony, you got to bring out the National Guard. Well, I don't really want to do it. Tony, you got to bring it out. And unlike your governor of Oregon that just keeps saying no, he agreed to it at least. Now, he agreed to a small number, but the small number was plenty.
But isn't it a political motivation? They don't want you to come to blue state America because they don't want the media to have to cover what's really happening on the ground.
True.
Isn't this
political?
political?
That's true. If you look at what's going on in blue, as you call it, blue state America, blue city America, you look at what's going on in New York, you look at what's going on in these states. Chicago is a disaster. Portland, you look at Portland. Now, Portland's a little different. That's anarchists. And I actually think in many ways that's easier to handle. I think Portland is very easy to handle because that's a group of anarchists that are paid by the outside. And, we put a lot of people in jail. I don't know if you know this or not. Remember, 3-4 months ago, we were having a problem with monuments. They were ripping down statues and monuments.
Democrats didn't say anything about that.
No, the Democrats had no control. It actually got out of control even for them. I signed in an executive order, 10 years in jail if you knock down a statue or a monument. You haven't heard one thing about it. We wouldn't have, they were going after Thomas Jefferson, They were going after Lincoln, and they were going after the Washington Monument if they could knock that one down. They were going after everything. And I actually don't even think they know. I think they're just thugs. I don't think it may be an ideology and it may not. It is an ideology for the people that are paying them. And the funny thing is, and the strange thing is, the people that are paying them and all this money, because somebody's doing
What
it.
about the
They
corporations?
travel. Well, wait, the people paying them, those people will be overthrown. Their lives will be taken away. Their lives will be endangered. They're all going to be gone. They're just stupid, foolish people that made a lot of money.
But corporations have given an enormous amount of money in the tens of millions or maybe hundreds of millions to Black Lives Matter.
Because they're weak.
Which is all over a lot of these protests. So what does that mean
That's
about these
because-
corporations? Why are they paying that money out, Mr.
Because they're
President?
weak people, led by weak people, in many cases, not all corporations.
What does that mean, they're weak
I looked
people?
at numbers where one company is giving hundreds of millions of dollars.
When you say they're weak, what do you mean? Explain
Because
that.
they just do what's the easiest path. That's not the easy path. That's a very dangerous path. Black Lives Matter is a Marxist organization. You remember pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. That was the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter. I said, that's a terrible name. It's so discriminatory. It's bad for black people. It's bad for everybody. And all of a sudden it becomes like sort of, although now if you look, it's going way down because people are tired of this stuff, what's going on, the Black Lives Matter. If you look at what's going on with the bats and a lot of thugs.
Running through D.C. last night.
Oh, it's terrible what's going on.
You like what he's
Black Lives
saying?
Matter came into existence walking down the streets,
Awesome.
pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. And that was about
Hopefully everybody gets that one person. But what?
Okay, now Black Lives Matter, I've never been a fan of that term. Okay. I'm just not a fan of that term. I don't like the people that's behind it. Okay, it's fundraised by white people.
So it's already on some bullshit.
Okay, that's another thing. It's fundraised by white people, and
That's all I need to be said right there. It's full of shit.
it's just
KB 100 funded by white people.
That's what it is. It's fundraised by white people. I just don't like the name Black Lives Matter. You know, it sounds a little weak to me. It sounds a little weak.
Because if they was on that, they need to be funded themselves on that instead of.
police officer that was representing police. They were pigs in a blanket, like the sausages or hot dogs, fry them like
Well, they
bacon.
were saying worse over the last couple of days in
Oh,
DC.
I think even worse.
Yeah, no,
probably.
it's
If you
gotten-
get, I don't know. Do you get worse?
DOJ's role in trying to really hit the law enforcement accelerator here against these groups. A lot of the individuals coming into Wisconsin have been tracked as out-of-staters
We have
once
them
who've
all.
been arrested.
We have them all.
Can DOJ do more, and what could they do to really start putting the fear of God in these violent, not the peaceful protesters, but violent protesters?
So they have under investigation a lot. In fact, I'll show you. I just had this because of this very important interview with you. But I just, and I'll give this to you. In Kansas City, violence has decreased by a third since the initiative began. In Indianapolis, 49 guns confiscated. More than 1,000 arrests have been made under the initiative. DOJ is addressing violence and crime across the country. FBI, but you don't read that. The FBI and ATF are assisting the Portland Police Department. But you can't do much when you have absolutely no cooperation.
But if they don't think they're going to go to jail for 10 years for doing what they're doing, then they're going to keep doing it. So how does a Trump re-election calm things down in the United States? Biden says he's going to calm things down. How will a Trump
He won't calm
re-election
things
calm?
down.
Why? Why won't he calm things down?
Biden won't calm things down. They will take over. They will have won. If Biden gets in, they will have won. He's a weak person. He's controlled like a puppet. So it's not going to be calm things down. It's going to be they will have won. They will have taken over your cities. It's a revolution. You understand that. It's a revolution. And the people of this country will not stand for that. They're not going to stand for that. The vast majority of people feel like me. They feel like every time I put Law and Order up on social media, it gets such an incredibly positive response. The people of this country will not stand for it. If you say calm things down, yeah, calm things down because they will have taken over. Take a look at what's going on. And Biden, well, Biden is, I don't even like to mention Biden because he's not controlling anything.
Who do you
They
think is
control
pulling Biden's strings? Is it former Obama
people that
officials?
you've never heard of. people that are in the dark shadows, people that.
What does that mean? That sounds like conspiracy theory. Dark shadows.
No,
What is that?
people that you haven't heard of. They're people that are on the streets. They're people that are controlling the street. We had somebody get on a plane from a certain city this weekend, and in the plane it was almost completely loaded with thugs wearing these dark uniforms, black uniforms with gear and this and that. They're on a plane.
Where's this?
I'll tell you sometime, but it's under investigation.
You lying about that?
From a certain city, and this person was coming to the Republican National Convention.
Pause this.
Like 7 people on the plane.
Now, there's no way that you can go into an airport all black uniforms with guns and think you're not going to get searched. There's no way you can walk into an airport like that, bro.
Yeah, that's cap.
No way you can walk into an airport like that. Absolutely not. I couldn't even walk in that motherfucker with some right guard and some body soap and shit. Okay, until they made me throw that motherfucking shit away. I had to throw away about $40 worth of cosmetic, worth of hygienics and shit in the trash because I couldn't take that shit on the plane, man.
Nah, yeah, like they came in there locked out.
Now they came in there with M16s and guns and riot gear and everything, like they ready for war in the airport. Yeah, right. Ain't nobody that fucking stupid.
Democrat, you have a deficit among women voters.
Well, that's what they said last time too.
Right. Well, let's
see
directly about what you'll do in a second.
Stupid people and violent people, very violent.
But that's the kind of language, stupid
That's
people.
okay.
That's a lot of women don't like.
It's also where are we? Oh, we're in the White House. I see. Okay, so
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm standing here in a sea of people, and horrible race riots you had during Obama. Ferguson's just one that comes to mind, but you had them all the time. Look at all of what happened with Brown and this one and that. Forget. Look at all of those horrible in a sea of people, and we need law and order in this country. And women see that with me. You're never going to have law.
Now, Obama had riots. That's true. But none worse than the ones that we've seen under his regime.
So he fronting right there.
Okay, no. Absolutely not.
Law and order with Biden. Hey, look at Ferguson. Look what happened during that. People forget. Look at all of those horrible race riots you had during Obama. Ferguson's just one that comes to mind, but you had them all the time. Look at all of what happened with Brown and this one and that one. Look at all of the problems.
This one and that one.
Obama, it was a disaster. It was actually worse than anything. This is a much different situation. Again, the anarchists of Portland are different than what's going on in Chicago. Chicago can be solved. I think it's actually a little bit more difficult to solve. I think the anarchists in many ways are much more solvable. But for women, more than anything else, they want security, they want safety. They have to have safety. They talk about the suburban woman. What I did recently, I ended the regulation that provided low-income housing that mandated
Obama's rule.
That was the Obama rule. It was a disaster.
Do you think the suburbs are in danger if Biden is elected? We already know the cities are in danger, but are the suburbs in danger? Because they say that's fear mongering on the part of
I know the
Republicans.
suburbs. Look, Westchester was ground zero, okay, for what they were trying to do. They were trying to destroy the suburban, beautiful place, the American dream, really. They want low-income housing, and with that comes a lot of other problems, including crime. May not be nice to say,
You're not saying all
but
poor
I'll
people
say
are
it.
criminals, though.
No, I'm not saying that at all, but it does. There is a level of violence that you don't see. So you have this beautiful community in the suburbs, including women, right? Women, they want security. I ended where they build low-income housing project right in the middle of your neighborhood. I ended it. If Biden gets in, he already said it's going to go at a much higher rate than ever before. And you know who's going to be in charge of it? Cory Booker. That's going to be nice, okay? So I think that women are going to want, well, for a lot of other reasons, the stock markets will crash. As sure as you're sitting there, your 401ks will go down to a small percentage of what they are.
Biden says he's not going to raise taxes on anyone making under $400,000.
He's going to do $4 trillion in tax increases. He's going to do things that are going to cost so much on the Green New Deal, which is done by a child. Okay, that's the mind of a child, because the Green New Deal is ridiculous. It doesn't work. They're going to do things under the Green. You know, the Green New Deal, if you actually did it, is $100 trillion. That's more money than this country could make in a
Pause this.
Paying jobs, all the great paying.
Now, Trump ain't lying when he's talking about the taxes. This is where Trump goes bad. This is what's wrong with Trump. Trump, when you're talking about a business deal, when you're talking about money, okay, he's pretty much on point when it comes to the money. Okay. Everything he's saying about Joe Biden and these taxes is probably true. Okay. Where he gets in the problem is that he lived in New York too long. And in New York City, being a New Yorker majority of his life, you know, you lack empathy. You don't have feelings. Okay. He doesn't have any feelings.
He definitely don't got that.
Okay, he has zero feelings, none. He doesn't have empathy. He can't put himself in another person's shoes that's dealing with a lot of different problems and personal problems. Okay, he doesn't want any of his employees to come into his place of business with their personal problems. Okay, and no matter how real they are. Okay, he wants those checked at the door. Okay. That's where being president, that's where you have to be president. Okay. He doesn't have any empathy. Now, when he's talking about taxes and he's talking about the money and the stock market and everything else, you know, he might be right with that. So the question is, if you're going to vote for Trump, you might have some money in your pocket, but you know, you might be living in perilous times to where even if you do make a lot of money, it might not be a safe place to live in. Okay, it might not be that safe. Okay, so you have to really take your chance. If you're thinking about the money, then you might as well just go ahead and go with Trump, man, because at this point, Joe Biden don't have a clue about when it comes to the money. Your 401ks will fall. Okay, the stock market will fall. Okay, with Biden. Okay, it's gonna fall. It's gonna get worse. And he's not.
He don't give a shit about the stock market. I don't think.
Who?
Biden.
No, he doesn't, because he wants to tax them. Okay, so people that's in the 401, I guarantee you, if Joe Biden is nominated president, you're gonna see a sharp decline in the stock market. That bitch gonna fall. Okay,
that bitch sky high right now.
Yeah, it's sky high, and with Biden being elected president, all the investors are gonna run scared because they don't know where the hell they're gonna be able to save their money in taxes. They're gonna pull their money out. Stock market will fall.
So this shit gonna sell off big time.
Yep, it's gonna be a sell-off. And 401ks will be affected because the 401ks is involved in the stock market.
Exactly.
Okay, so therefore 401ks will fall.
Like I said, if Trump wasn't a sleaze bag, he better in ways. Basically, you got two sleaze bags, pretty much.
Joe Biden is a sleaze bag on all facets. He's a sleaze bag in personal life.
Trump is the better sleaze bag. I guess I'll say that.
Yeah. See, Biden is a sleaze bag on your money and your safety. Okay, that's what it is. And like when he says that building low income houses in the suburbs, that will drop the property value of that house.
Oh, most definitely.
It's gonna drop the property value. He ain't lying about that.
Why would he do that though? That part I don't understand. Like
what?
You could put the housing projects where you put them. Why would you put them in?
That wasn't his baby. That was Obama's shit. Okay, that wasn't him. He trying to prevent that from happening. Property value will go down in them suburbs. If they talking about a low income housing being put in the smack of the suburbs, oh yeah, property values will go down.
Yeah, that's one thing I kind of do agree with Trump on right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't put that. And motherfuckers who do live in good neighborhoods, they don't want that shit either.
Yeah,
Black
they
and
paid
white.
$300,000 for that motherfucking house. They just got started.
Black
Think
and
about
white.
that. Yeah,
even
black.
blacks. So you can't say a black person a coon for saying that, because you know what I'm saying, you don't want that shit in there, because it do be a lot of unnecessary shit going on in projects. And if that's so close to your house, that shit will bleed over, because they're gonna think it's a lick over there in them nice neighborhoods and try to hit that shit.
Yep.
So yeah, that ain't what's happening.
Yeah. So look, Trump just don't have no empathy, man.
Like how he played his hand.
Yeah, he ain't got no feelings. That's what it is. Joe Biden ain't got no feelings, and he ain't gonna bring you no money. So that's what you got.
Jobs that Obama apparently didn't create.
Let's rip down a building and build a new one with no windows, okay?
The African American community, you've made more strides in outreach to African American voters than I think of any Republican president in my lifetime. What can you tell the African American community tonight about your commitment to doing more in the second term, and what will that include?
So I've done criminal justice reform. I saved the historically black colleges and universities. What they went through is for years, including
With
Obama.
funding.
Prison reform, criminal justice reform.
Next term.
Opportunity zone, more of the same. And in fact, I actually said in the speech, the best is yet to come. And I've been treated very well, at least in the polls. I hope that translates, because unfortunately, the African-American, the black community has been so used to going and oppressing a Democrat lever. And what have they got out of it? They've got nothing. Obama didn't give them criminal justice reform. I did. Obama didn't give them opportunity zones. I did. Obama didn't do all of the things, Obama could have saved the historically black colleges and universities. He didn't do anything for them. I've done more, and I said in the speech, some people said you shouldn't say it, it's too aggressive. I said, what's aggressive? I've done more than any president in the history of our country, except for maybe Abraham Lincoln. The reason I say maybe is, I'll explain that to you later, okay?
All right, I want to talk about—
wait a minute, I've done more for the black community than any president in the United States, with the exception of Abraham Lincoln. And it's true. Criminal justice reform was such a big deal. And look what Biden did in 1994. What he did.
Oh, he mentioned that shit.
Black people.
He called the criminals predators.
Well, he called them predators. Super predators,
yeah.
actually. Yeah. He called them super
So
predators.
when you see the unrest on the streets, and so much of it is driven by an antipathy toward law enforcement, and more African Americans are stopped by the police, the statistics that are cited over and over again. What can you say to those families who live on those streets and who are worried? They're worried because they think their sons or even their daughters could be targeted.
She asking good questions.
Because I've known you for a long time. You don't want that. You want people to all be treated equally, but they have a caricature of Republican voters, and you're the leader of the party. What do you say to them about that mischaracterization?
What the black community wants in this country is they want police and they want law and order. They don't want what's happening to their communities. They're being affected in a much harsher, meaner manner than anybody else. That includes Hispanics, where I'm doing very well also. Look, they want law and order. They want the police. You know, they do polls, and the polls are at 82, 83%. They want the police. They've gotten along with the police, and the police have been very badly mistreated, because you have one bad apple and it becomes a story for weeks.
St. Louis African-American police officer shot in the head and killed
Dorn.
last night. He's another African-American
That's true.
Just killed yesterday.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
It's more dangerous to be a police officer today, do you not think, than it has been in
The
a long
police
time?
are under siege because of things. They can do 10,000 great acts, which is what they do, and one bad apple or a choker. You know, a choker. They choke. Shooting the guy in the back many times. I mean, couldn't you have done something different? Couldn't you have wrestled? You know, I mean, in the meantime, he might have been going for a weapon, and, you know, there's a whole big thing there. But they choke. Just like in a golf tournament, they miss a 3-foot.
You're not comparing it to golf, because, of course, that's what the media
I'm
would say.
saying people
Come
choke.
on,
People
man.
People choke.
Yeah.
And people are bad people. You have both. You have some bad
What do
people.
you mean by choke?
You could be.
You ain't hear what he said before that?
He said they choked, right?
He basically said they choked, but he trying to compare them killing to them dude putting at a golf thing. I mean, what kind of shit is that, man?
He basically saying that they choked because they dropped.
They went for the pistol and fucked up instead of doing what they should have did. But that's not a way. Like she even said, you don't compare that to that. That was a bad analogy, man.
I mean,
You
it's a
don't do
bad
that.
analogy. I wouldn't necessarily say that's a racist analogy. I'm not gonna go down that road.
Be a police officer for 15 years, and all of a sudden you're confronted. They choke. You could be a police officer. You have both. You have some bad people, and they choke. You could be a police officer for 15.
Because of course that's what the media.
I'm saying people choke.
People panic.
choke.
Yeah.
And golf tournament, they miss a 3-foot.
You're not comparing it to golf because of course that's what the media.
I'm saying people choke.
People panic.
choke.
Yeah.
And people are bad people. You have both. You have some bad people, and they choke. You could be a police officer for 15 years, and all of a sudden you're confronted. You've got a quarter of a second to make a decision. If you don't make the decision and you're wrong, you're dead. People choke under those circumstances and they make a bad decision. I've seen bad decisions of people that it looked bad, but probably it was a choke. But you also have bad police, but you also, not only the vast majority, thousands and thousands of great acts and one bad one, and you make the evening news for weeks.
I know you reached out to Jacob Blake's.
What do you think of that shit?
I'm not going to equate that to being a racist statement. I'm not going to go down that road with that. It's a bad analogy, but I'm not going to say that's a racist statement. Okay, that was actually a decent interview from Trump. Actually, okay, he needs to do interviews with people that's going to help him somewhat get his point across. Because the smoke he been getting from other people, he don't need to be in them kind of rooms. Okay? He needs to be out of the rooms. She was actually decent with the questions. Okay. Those other people that he been dealing with, they don't even.
I think that was on Fox News. So
I understand that, but at the end of the day, she was still asking the questions that people.
Yeah, she was asking tough questions, but she wasn't really attacking him.
Exactly.
She was asking him in the right way. Put it like that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he needs to be in. He going in the rooms where people, automatically.
And then when he'd get off course, she is staring back in the right direction.
Yeah.
Like, okay, when you ain't supposed to do it, like, and then it wasn't like bashing. She cleaned it up for him at times.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good interview. But so your opinion, you think Biden is you think Trump is the better man?
To me, he's still the better guy, but it's like I can't vote. I can't pull the lever for Trump.
That Central Park 5 was out of pocket. Say that wasn't.
That was bad. But let's hold on. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna say but. It has nothing to do with the guys that got wrongfully convicted. This is to all the liberal black people out there that want to give Joe Biden forgiveness. Okay, this was a long time ago, like Trump, right? This was like almost 30 years ago, right?
Yeah, it was in the 80s, I believe.
It was in the 80s. It's like 30 years, almost 40 years ago. We're talking 40 years. So shouldn't Trump get the same level of treatment? If you want to say that, if you want us to forgive Joe Biden.
But then he doubled down on Twitter. That wasn't too long ago. Same like Biden.
So did Joe Biden. So did Joe Biden. Hello? People have they don't care. We showed people exactly who Joe Biden is, and they still don't care. So my question is, shouldn't Trump get the same level of forgiveness?
April 19th, 1989.
This is 30 years ago, 31 years ago. Shouldn't Trump get the same level of forgiveness?
But on a double back, that was even worse. After them boys, you know what? That's worse. You know why it's worse? Them young boys, some of them were one of them was like 14, like 15, 16. These motherfuckers did time in the John. They was innocent kids and did time. I'm telling you, man, you gotta see this. You gotta come get this from me, man. I ain't done watching it.
Okay,
I'ma
but
watch.
I'm saying to you, I understand with that. Joe Biden would have did the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Joe
I
Biden
totally agree. You right.
So my point is this: if you're gonna forgive Joe Biden for all his shenanigans, who hasn't apologized for anything, who also
Donald Trump didn't apologize either.
okay, hold on,
But the only thing he
Don't
atoning
get-
his rights by getting niggas out of jail. I'll say that.
that's another thing too. You know, Donald Trump has done some things for black people to atone for some of the wrongs that he's done. Okay,
That's true.
Okay, what has Joe Biden done?
Nah, I'll say that.
Okay, what has Joe Biden done? Come on now. You know, Joe Biden is so bad. He damn near forces.
He
me to speak.
cocky, and he done been the foul as fuck. Like,
I'm cool.
Yeah, he won't even holler at niggas. Lil Wayne probably couldn't even get a picture with Joe Biden.
Nope.
So
I'm like, you know, Joe Biden is so bad it forces me to defend Donald Trump because that's how bad he is. Okay, but I'm just saying, if black folks are so into forgiving racist white men, why don't they forgive Donald Trump? Huh?
I mean, yeah.
Right. I mean, let's keep it real.
That's true.
Okay, if you're gonna forgive Joe Biden,
yeah, for them, I'm not fucking with either one, but yeah, for the ones who saying, yeah, that was a long time ago, this, that, and other, yeah, they should look past Trump shit too.
That's all I'm saying.
That is true. That's true.
So let's cut the book. Let's cut the holier than thou talk about Joe Biden here.
Oh, Barack stood alongside them. See, they living off that Barack cosign. Oh, Barack picked him for vice president. He couldn't have been that foul. Barack ain't shit either. So y'all motherfuckers is totally just zoned out.
Okay.
I told you he riding on that Barack shit. It's the thing. People, and then like I said, what is he running on? What do you like? Motherfuckers ain't told me nothing yet.
They like the fact that he's against Trump. That's all they like.
So basically, it's that easy. You that easy, huh?
Yeah. All you gotta say is you don't like Trump, and you can be president of the United States.
Ain't really putting no substance out there for motherfuckers. Oh, I'm gonna fix the healthcare bill and some green jobs. That's it.
Yeah, green jobs and healthcare, Medicare for all that you ain't gonna
you ain't
gonna be able to get done.
He ain't gonna do that. And them green jobs, he probably gonna be able to do all that either. Not as much as what he's saying.
The only jobs he's created is money for lawyers during that crime bill. It's the only thing that's the only job he's created is jobs for the courthouse. That's it. He ain't created nothing else. And black folks don't even see this shit. This dude ain't never built a business, man. Okay, he's never. I mean, how's a guy who's never had a business gonna tell you that he's gonna create jobs, man? Come on, man, cut it out. Yeah. Trump he's just bad as far as being empathy. He's not a baby kisser. Okay, he's not the guy that's gonna grab a woman's baby and kiss him on the cheek and hold him and hug him and laugh and talk with him. Okay, he's not that guy. Okay, it's all money. That's it. Everything he's talking about when it comes to taxes and the economy of the country, man, he might be right about almost all that shit. But the rest of that shit,
he a foul ass nigga, but he about that paper.
Joe Biden ain't about nothing.
That's probably why niggas is standing alongside of him.
That's why they are. I know that's what they are.
They know he ain't shit either, but they said, fuck it, I'll swallow my pride and get it back with this motherfucker. And you know what? If I was rich, I'll probably do it too. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah, because if you go with Joe Biden, what you gonna get?
He gonna tax me. And Donald Trump gonna try to help protect what I got. So, I mean, a rich motherfucker, I ain't rich, but just thinking from a rich person's perspective, I'd rather stand alongside Donald Trump. I mean, so I really call Weezy a coon and them niggas a coon. It's kind of hating. I mean, shit, because if I was rich, I'd do the same thing. So I guess I'll say that, you know what I'm saying? Because only on the strength that both of them ain't shit. Say if it was a better option,
yeah,
then I would stand with him. But if I got to pick from two dickheads, I'm gonna try to protect my bag at that point. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to really be honest.
Yeah.
So if I had a horse in the race, yeah, I'll vote for Trump. If I was rich, why wouldn't I? Because really, both of them is racist. So I'm gonna go with the racist who's gonna give me the most money. I mean, so yeah, them niggas, hey,
You can't blame them for that. And these motherfucking poor ass motherfuckers voting for Biden. These motherfuckers don't give a shit about you, man.
They ain't getting that. Once they get in the White House, they're gonna be off doing something else.
Exactly.
They ain't be thinking about you. They got listen, Joe Biden is more leveraged than Donald Trump. Donald Trump sat there and said, I can easily out fundraise all these candidates. I can easily out fundraise Joe Biden when it comes to money, which is
He
true.
don't want to be on the hook.
Okay, but he don't want to be on the hook for that shit. Joe Biden is on the hook for that shit. So my question is, once Joe Biden gets in the office, who you think he gonna look out for?
All that bread that he received, he got to go holler at each one of them motherfuckers.
Okay.
And that's who he hollering at first. Fuck the people.
Yeah.
Fuck all that shit I was selling to y'all. I got to holler at the people who provided this cheddar.
Yeah, exactly. The rest of you niggas, I'll throw y'all a bone.
Y'all get what y'all get. I'm gonna throw y'all one something so I can rerun on something. I might throw y'all one or two things that I can rerun on and say that the House couldn't let me get the rest. See, that's what I said. This whole shit is some bullshit, man. Yeah. It's a bullshit. We gotta demand better, man. We gotta demand better. We must demand better. Like
we're not gonna be able to demand better because you got too many people that sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
You got too many black people that sleep. In order for black people to wake up, Trump gotta win. He gotta win at this point. Because
and then they're gonna say all these Democrats we putting up ain't working. Niggas will be open to a change at that point. You kind of right though, because they're gonna say we keep on bringing these Democrats out and they can't win. What's the problem?
If Joe Biden gets elected, it's still gonna be business as usual moving forward.
Yeah, because that same old bullshit works. Yep. But if you don't put two of them out there and then they got smoked by Donald Trump at that, they're gonna say we gotta change. Maybe we should have went for Yang or something. The same old ain't working.
It ain't working. And then another thing is they're gonna have to.
And they're gonna say the Republicans got a guy who wasn't even in politics. Yeah. We might need to go with a Yang or somebody like that.
Yeah.
Because the politicians ain't working no more. So it is kind of good. Like it is a lot of reasons to vote for Trump, but if he wasn't a racist piece of shit, because I kind of don't want to go for a politician ever again for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. It's a lot of things I like about Trump, but I just can't go for that bullshit, man.
I got a crazy prediction, man.
What?
If Trump gets in the White House, I'm gonna tell you who's gonna run for president. I'm not saying he's gonna win. It's gonna be Jared Kushner.
Who the fuck is that?
Jared Kushner is like Trump's right-hand man. He's his son-in-law. It's his son-in-law who's married to Ivanka.
You a fuck with him?
No, but he's young. He's young, and it's good. And Trump gonna want to somehow stay in the race. Jared Kushner is gonna try and run for president.
You might be right
on everything. I really believe that if Trump win, because the Trumps to me are like now the Bushes. They are the new Bush. They are the new Bushes. They're gonna have another Trump trying to run for president. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was Ivanka. Believe it or not. Okay, that can happen.
She won't make it.
Huh? That can happen. It's either her or Jared Kushner. Jared Kushner is Trump's right-hand man for a reason.
But they got Donald Jr. on TV taking smoke on them things. I'm wondering what he might come out.
Nope. It ain't going to be him.
They don't like him, I don't think, though.
They don't like him enough. Jared Kushner is young and he's smart. Okay, he's just like Trump. He's just like Trump. That's why Trump got him close. He got him closer to him than his own sons. Believe it or not. I'm serious. He got Jared Kushner close to him, closer than his sons. Jared Kushner knows everything of what's going on with Trump. And that's for a reason. I believe that he groomed him up to run for president. Believe it or not.
No, you might be right.
Jared Kushner is going to run for president.
I don't think he's going to make it.
I don't know if he's going to make it either, but I don't know. He could be a nominee, though. He could be a nominee because the Republicans, they so sorry looking that he probably could get in there. Believe it or not. He gonna own Wall Street again. They'll own Wall Street.
And if you get a bad run with Biden here, he might will be able to step in like this shit right here. Because I want to will Biden destroy this shit.
If Biden get in, the stock market going down
for the whole 4 years.
I don't think Joe Biden know how to turn a dollar into two, man. I don't know if you know how to do that. You know, you gotta have some sort of hustle about yourself, man. I don't know if you know how to do it, turn a dollar into two. I just don't know if he's that guy. I don't think he too old. You know, old folks set in their ways and they see America for how it once was when they was young, and that shit ain't gonna that shit don't
talking
work.
about that Green Deal. That's more forward thinking for old man. Cause I seen him in some shit where he was driving some old school, like a Stingray or something. He like, I like this car, but he's like, I'm looking for. He talking about some kind of Corvette that might be electric. It can go 200 miles or some shit. In a way, this shit is kind of going that way. Cause like you said, that Hummer. So in that sense, he is kind of
that shit coming anyway, no matter who the president is.
Yeah.
Okay, that shit, that's light. Okay, that's light. Okay, that stuff is coming no matter who the president is. I don't even think Trump is a big fan of green.
What do you think about the green situation?
What you mean?
The green, the whole green being green. What you think of that? What's your opinion on that?
I mean, we have to be able to get off of, you know, foreign oil. You know, we can't keep using, you know, all this stuff that's bad toxins in the air. You know, eventually that's gonna catch up with us. So we have to go green. You know, we have to, because I think they saying that even the cars is probably the reasons why the wildfires even exist. I'm not sure if that's true.
The emissions and all that shit, whatever.
Emissions and everything. That's what the wildfire. So it has to go green. We have to go green as possible.
So and Trump don't really want that because he want to suck that oil dry.
Yeah, he wants to suck that oil, and he wants to frack and everything. He wants to keep that shit popping. You know what I'm saying? So
that is, I guess, one positive thing from Biden is the green.
But I think whether Trump wants to frack
so
or
you
not,
don't think Trump can stop the green from
can't
kicking
stop
in?
the green. No, he can't stop it because more and more people are just going to go green. They're not going to continue to deal with the gas. Gas is too unpredictable too. You know, 1 minute is $1.80, and the next minute
$2.10,
$3.50. You know, you just never know what can happen with gas. So, you know, people want to go green. They want to cut out the gas, man. You know, so. And
you know what? That's another reason why they probably ain't pushing that gas towards $3. They don't want motherfuckers to start complaining about green even more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're gonna hike gas up real high no more.
Probably not, because gas is electric cars is more and more prevalent. I'm seeing more.
So they
and
said
more
we want to get this. We want to put this gas like 250 is probably the highest gas gonna get.
Yep. And then what happens when you start seeing? What happens when you start seeing other cars other than the Tesla in the market?
Because then they talking about Joe Biden talking about a Corvette. So I think when the Vests become electric, which is probably coming.
Yeah, but the American cars, they're gonna be pieces of shits when it comes to that. I'm willing to bet that they're not gonna have it right.
They eventually will get it right.
They might, maybe.
The only thing that might be they might not last as long as far as the charge.
They're not.
But I mean, with that, I mean, you know, if you like the Vet or the Charger or some shit,
you know how much that car gonna be? You know how much that car gonna be? That car gonna be like $200,000.
Well, for a Vet,
yeah. The Hummer is like a souped up Hummer is $140,000. What you think a Corvette gonna be?
But how is Elon Musk making this shit cheap?
He must got it. He got it somehow. He must be doing. I don't think he's using steel. He might be using a different kind of metal or something like that to where it's cheaper. You know.
Well, put it like this: they better get on to that because you can't.
They're not gonna be able to do
niggas' heads like that.
They can't compete with Elon Musk. What you talking about? Ford can't compete with them. They build space stations and shit.
Think when they start rolling out them Challengers and shit like that, electric, you can't squeeze no more because the Challenger expensive already. Think that motherfucker.
They gonna squeeze more for that, dude. I just told you the Hummer's $140,000 souped up.
What a Hummer used to cost?
A Hummer was like $70,000. Okay, it's double the price. Well, I mean, all these cars is double the price since the Hummer first came out. But
so think, because an Escalade is what, $100 now.
Yeah, Escalade's $100. Okay,
So when they come out with the electric Escalade, what that bitch gonna be? What, 200 damn near?
Yeah, you're gonna be paying $200,000 for it. Because think about it. You're gonna be so much gas, so you're gonna be saving a lot of gas with that Escalade.
But you're gonna be charging it, but you're gonna be saving gas, but paying on your
You're still
electric.
gonna charge. You still gonna save money on the electric charge. You bet you save more money on the electric charge than you do with gas. That's why people go on electric, because they know over in a
If
year's
your
time.
electric bill was $100, we're just using a round number. Your shit probably gonna go up to maybe $150, which is cheaper probably than
paying gas.
Getting gas, because in the Escalade you paying $30, $40 to fill up.
Shit, more than that probably.
Fill up multiple times. So yeah, your shit might go up $60. Either way, it's cheaper than filling up.
That's saving $160 a week, a month rather, in gas alone. So that's saving you there $1,800 a year in gas. So overall, green is coming no matter what. Especially in California, they said in 2035,
all them shit's gonna be
gone. So what that shit gonna be through? California
so
is gonna be
pushing this shit forward. Period. Ain't no stopping it. Like you said. As soon as they do it in Cali, like everywhere else, motherfuckers gonna start adapting it from their own. So if it's gonna be in Cali by 2030, that means 2050, everything gonna be electric.
Yep.
That's what, 30 years? We be old in the bitch.
Oh yeah, we be old. Shit. Overall, shit. I don't know.
We won't live to see the whole electric take. Well, we gonna be old in the bitch. We ain't gonna be able to enjoy it.
Not really, but oh well. Can't enjoy everything. Overall, I don't know. This election, I'm not voting. I think Trump is probably the better option, but it's Joe Biden.
I mean, he is the better option, but it's too hard to do it.
Yeah, I gotta take my emotions out of this game, man. I gotta take it all out. I just gotta let fate decide and let and
see. You think Trump gonna get up in there any motherfucking way?
Yeah, he is. Because he might be everybody hates him, and that they always choose the one that everybody hates.
Is it betting odds on this shit again?
Yep, $160 for Trump. I mean, no, for $160, you got to pay up $100 to win 160 right now.
With Trump?
Yep.
So Biden favored to win.
Biden is favored to win. He's favored to win the election, and he's favored to win the popular vote.
Oh, so
put up $700. You got to put up $700 to win $100 for Joe Biden.
Damn. He probably will win the popular vote.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, he will.
But you think somehow, some way, Trump gonna win the electoral college shit?
Yep, he's gonna win the electoral college. This what's gonna happen. After this election, they're gonna be talking about getting rid of the electoral college.
So that the popular vote's gonna be it.
Yep.
Which it should be anyway. What's that election? Why is it always some extra shit with politics? You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Think how it's the Senate, then the president, then it's the vote, the electoral. Why the fuck ain't the like that's how you know this is awesome. Like I told you,
because the Republicans know that they won't be able to win.
My whole thing is this whole thing needs reform, man. But like the Republicans can win. Say if people come with better shit, you can win no matter what side. Like I said, for one, motherfuckers shouldn't be totally adapted to one side. That's why motherfuckers don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? Think if you knew the whole world was yours, like nobody is sold. Then you could come with shit. Know what? I could get a Republican or a Democrat. I can just get people. It shouldn't even be spread like that, where you got to be this or that. You go with what's best for you, no matter if it's this or that. Like, why should it even be you this or you that? Which means you're supposed to vote one way each time. What if the way that the party you supposedly with don't benefit you, or they ain't talking like what you want to hear, but the other people are? You supposed to totally ignore them?
Yep.
Why this whole thing can't be open?
Gang, man. Republicans is a gang, and so is the Democrats. They're a gang.
See, like I said, this whole shit need to be reformed, man. It should just be a person, you who you are, and whoever, whatever sounds good to you, you fuck with. Either side. Fuck that. Why can't it just be a pool of people? It don't matter what they are, Republican, Democrat. We can take that out the game. What sounds best for you? And it boiled down to two people going against each other for the one spot. Why do it got to be this or that?
That's how the system is built. The system was built, you know, to where everybody has. They wanted to make United. I understand why they did it.
Divide and conquer.
No, it wasn't necessarily divide and conquer. You know, they didn't want to have a dictatorship country.
But look, if you say you took Democrat, Republican away, but we all voting for what's better for us, so it's still not no dictatorship because you sitting there voting this person in based on what
you say. You want the president to have all the power.
But went out to Senate. But say if the president gonna do what he say, okay, and if he don't, we voting somebody else in. So which is gonna keep him honest.
Let's say under your
then it shouldn't even probably be 4-year terms. It should be 2-year terms.
No,
you shouldn't.
They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna. They definitely ain't gonna do that. Okay, that's not gonna happen.
That's gonna keep you honest though. You see, if you lying, we get you out of there quick.
That used to happen with senators, but they ain't doing that no more.
See, I'm telling you, this whole shit need to change. Cause think, okay, say you say it won't be a dictatorship. Say if I'm running, say I'm gonna do 10 things. I got 10 major things I want to accomplish. And say I get in there and do like 6 or 7 of them. Okay, that should keep me in. But if I only do 1 or 2, take me out.
Okay, that's not how it works.
So how is this gonna be a dictatorship if you getting held accountable for the shit you doing?
No. So it is a dictatorship because let's just say let's say the United States is ran with that. Get a president who tells he got an agenda that he's going to tell you that he's going to do. He gets elected, and then he's off at war with North Korea. He's off at war with such and such, and there's nobody to stop him. Okay,
like I said, 2 years. And if you're not making good, we're gonna vote your ass out.
No, forget 2 years. Before you was talking about on the regular terms. If they had power, they're not gonna do 2 years. That's not gonna happen.
4 years. Say if you even get your 4 years, you know that's gonna be only 4 years. If you don't keep it 100, we're gonna put somebody else in. And eventually, a motherfucker gonna say, you know what? I gotta run on what I'm gonna run on, or I'm gonna get ran out.
Okay, they don't care. They might not get ran out.
Okay, if you're not doing. Okay, if the people hold you accountable, if the whole thing is now, if we're not going to just accept anything, we want you to make good on what you're saying, because this is what we voting for you for.
People are stupid, man. People are stupid, man.
We know, and look, we're not expecting 100%. If you can come,
even if they don't, these people, listen, these people do not accomplish what they set out to do. You know, Obama, when he was his first 4 years. You know, the only thing he really accomplished was Affordable Care Act, but he was.
They got your foot on your neck. That's the whole gimmick. We gotta stop that gimmick shit.
Okay,
man.
So my point is that you running into problems. You might run with Trump. You might get a guy who might be worse than Trump, like Bush or somebody like that, who just going to war. You know, just going to war with whoever that he got beef with. We at war with this country. Okay, and there's nobody to stop him from going to war. Okay, who's going to be there? There's checks and balances. Who is going to be there to say to the president, no, we're not going to do that? And if you do go along,
well, okay, say when now, like when he went to war with, like, okay, say with the high run now, when he went to war with what's name, I don't think everybody was for that. I think he pulled the trigger on that, if I remember right.
Who?
Bush. I don't think everybody was voting.
Yes, they did. They voted for the war. He had a red house and a red Senate. Okay, he did what the fuck he wanted to do. Okay, the majority of his career as president, he had a red house and a red Senate, and George Bush could do whatever he wanted to do. Okay, he told the United Nations that we were going to Iraq, whether you like it or not. That's where George Bush was on. The United Nations told him that this was a bad idea. He did it anyway. Okay, the whole world told him that was a bad deal. Okay, the whole world told him no. He did it anyway. Okay, we've already seen a dictatorship. George Bush was a dictatorship, and then it ran us into the ground. No, I can't agree with you on that. You have to have checks and balances, man. You have to have checks and balances. The game.
Well, keep on going with.
I'm just telling you what it is.
Well, put like this, it works in that scenario right there. I guess I can see the sense of it. But say when you're trying to push other shit through and it's stopping certain shit from happening that really need to really happen. You see what I'm saying? You go on that one thing, okay, well, war. Everybody ain't looking for war. But okay, if they do end up getting into it, all right, I can see where that makes sense. But for the most part, say when people might be trying to be progressive and move shit forward, and you got them motherfuckers saying, no, we ain't for that. We ain't for that. And then the motherfucker can't push what he trying to push through and really propel us forward. That's hurting more than that shit you talking about with war. Everybody ain't trying to go to war.
But America was built on a democracy, bro. It's built on democracy.
So, if I got a master plan and I'm coming in there as a Democrat, but I got the red Senate or whatever, the House, whatever that shit is. So, and then I got a real plan that can really move us forward, but they don't like it for whatever reason or another. I can't do it. What's the point of me being president and I can't move how I want to move? Like, what's really the point of that? Who the fuck really runs shit then? Because if I could have a bombist idea, if they don't see that it makes sense to them for whatever reason, they may not like it, but it can really actually help the people and push everything forward, including them. It could probably help these motherfuckers who not going for it. What's the point of me being president if I can't really move how I want to move? The president should be some sort of dictatorship to a certain extent, as long as you ain't trying to put like this. It should be, okay, let's say what you're saying as far as like the war tip. Now, as far as everything except for war, he should be able to run through. Now, when it comes to things as far as war, I'm sure you can write things. You can write anything up the way you want it. We know that because they change rules all the fucking time. So, okay, when it comes to war, you don't have full dictatorship on that. But everything else, you can run through. There it is.
Like I said, in order to change the system, you got to go to war. You're talking about changing the whole structure.
But I'm just saying, if we really want to be the best we can be, you know what I'm saying? Because believe this shit ain't really going as far as it could go. You know what I'm saying? We really ain't got this shit turned all the way as we can have it.
Look, man, politicians don't change the world. People change the world.
Yeah, they do. But think when shit open more, it would create more opportunities for different things to happen. If you had like you said, your boy Yang, he might just have the shit open where it'd be easier for different things to happen.
Yeah, but look at what he's doing when he want to do that universal basic income.
People that they don't feel it, they can't
understand. But look at it from this perspective. Yang, he was getting the money from outside of the United States. The United States was not fundraising this basic income. Okay, Amazon, Twitter, all those big
heavy hitters, the ballers.
Okay, they were fundraising it. So it would have been hard for a politician to vote against that. Okay, but when the United States is paying for it, that's when you're gonna run into problems.
Exactly.
What I'm saying to you is this: you have to, in order to make change, the government is not going to make change. The only thing the government is good for is probably giving you some food stamps and maybe giving you some medical or something like that. Okay, now if you're trying to do something to make a big power play, man, you on your own with that. Microsoft didn't need no government to make their power play.
No, they didn't. But what I'm saying is, like, it still could be other ways this world could be better, and just like this massive different ways where they probably don't let people do shit. It ain't necessarily gonna be boss play for everybody, because everybody not gonna be a boss. But even for the motherfuckers who not even looking at the boss level, it could be other things that make shit better than what it is. Believe that. Everything not being done to its fullest capability.
Politicians ain't gonna do it. Politicians ain't never changed.
But the thing is, like certain shit, okay, just like I said, even like with the police reform, where we making it where black people not dying as much. That's simple. Why the fuck that's not getting done?
Because for one, you got to change the whole structure of the police. The problem with the police, the problem that they're having is that they have too many white men patrolling black neighborhoods. Okay, they need to start there. Okay. Every time I'm looking at a police academy, it's an all-white police academy. Maybe a sprinkle or two of black people.
Or even if you gonna have the white people say you do got blacks or whites, whatever. It just got to be more stiffer punishments when that bullshit happens. Simple.
Okay, that's that.
Everything ain't too complicated.
No. You're always gonna have police shootings.
Okay, when you do, and if it's some fuck shit, you know what's gonna happen. They're gonna get their ass dealt with. And you know what?
I'm trying to create a solution to prevent this from happening. Okay, what I'm saying to you is that they need to have more black men and women patrolling black neighborhoods.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, now if they do that, okay, black men they're not gonna be as quick to pull the trigger as the white man. The white man, for some reason, when he go to the hood, he gets scared. Okay, he gets scared. Okay, he not used to dealing with some niggas like that. He's scared. He don't know. The first thing he gonna do is grab for his gun. Okay, he don't know how to interact with black people, and that's the problem. Okay, they have to change the structure of how they recruit. Okay, they have to diversify their police academies moving forward. They can't have 100 police officers in a police academy and 95 of them are white. Okay, you can't have it. And then you stick them in the neighborhood, you stick them in the hood, in a place that they don't know nothing about. Okay, they don't know anything about no. These white boys don't know nothing about the hood, man. What the fuck they know? Okay, the only white boys that know shit about the hood is one that had a black partner or something, and they've been there forever. Okay, but for the most part, these white police officers don't know nothing about the hood. And when they go to the hood, they get scared. They don't want to be there. Okay, so they got to get some niggas to patrol some niggas. That's bottom line. That's what they got to do. It ain't that hard.
That's true.
Okay.
I mean, that's an easier fix.
That's an easier fix.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with you there.
Get some black people to patrol black neighborhoods. Get these white people out of here, because for one, another thing, it's a bad look when you got a white person shooting a black man and you're in a police uniform, and we've got songs and we got movies that display how white police officers interact with black people in the hood. Okay, you have to get these people out of there, man. Okay, you can't have these police officers. They too scared to go into the hood, man. That's what the main problem is. They need diversity training. Now that's where Trump fucked up. He should have had diversity. He should have kept that diversity training within the police. He didn't want to do that. He should have had that. He should have
had that there, Obama.
He might have had that. I'm not sure who started that, but overall, I think they asked him about diversity training, and he said no. He wasn't known. Okay, but he kind of needs that diversity training. I believe you got to have a white black cop at all times.
And really, Trump don't give a fuck about you if you're a nigga unless you rich. And which really says the rich niggas don't give a fuck about none but rich niggas either when you really look at it. But see, they just don't make it this obvious.
Maybe.
And they'll play it. Some of them will try to reach back and try to play it a certain kind of way. But if you stand next to Trump, you already know what it is.
Stand next to Biden is the same way.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Kamala, we can't excuse these people, man. Kamala, Joe Biden. I'm hearing that echo. Joe Biden was president, and he gonna come with a nice little speech when a black person gets shot. Okay, that's all he gonna bring. But is he gonna make any change after
people?
Also, too, he criticized the protesters in Philadelphia. He criticized the protesters looting and everything, but didn't say
just like Donald Trump.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got the same guy, and black people just totally ignoring it. And I'm like,
one hand, half a dozen in the other.
I'm like, hey, fuck it. Hey.
But with Donald Trump, if you rich, you roll with him because he gonna help you keep your bag.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, motherfuckers who got 401k, they gonna keep their bag too.
So really, I guess down to the working man.
Okay. If you got a 401k, you better off.
So this same motherfucker my cousin is arguing with me, she gonna lose her motherfucking bag that she working for.
Yeah.
401k that I know she done built up heavy.
And it's gonna go down. Trump ain't lying when he said that the stock market gonna fall. He ain't lying. He a money man. Okay, people think Trump is stupid. This dude graduated top of his class. Okay, this dude's a money man. You think he don't know nothing about money and markets and all this stuff? You mean tell me this guy don't know that? Come on, cut it out.
Short in the market if he jump out this shit. If it happened, he gonna take all his investments and go short.
He gonna short that motherfucker down. The market is gonna fall. Okay, and Joe Biden gonna be looking stupid. And then imagine this though. Let's say everything Donald Trump says is true, right? He gets in the White House, the market is falling and it's continuing to fall, and we still don't have a vaccine.
Then that bitch gonna be super tanking.
We don't have a vaccine, and we're seeing more deaths.
Because usually it'll sink and go back up. I think this time it's gonna be the real sinker.
So what happens then? What do you think is going to happen then? That now that the stock market is
out of control
and coronavirus ain't got no vaccine.
We can go into a depression real quick. Though.
That's a depression right there, man. That's
we ain't that far away from it, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, hey, y'all
think businesses is closing because of this shit. This shit is hitting heavy, man. Schools is closed. This shit, and from the sounds of this might be an uptick in this shit. The worst maybe yet to come.
Yeah, that's what I said. It might be worse. You black folks thinking that Trump getting out the White House and all your problems is solved.
But you know, the only thing I think Biden is going to at least try to keep the healthcare flowing. He gonna be more compassionate with the people as far as like trying to get them care. With Trump, we're gonna lose more people. I will say that. You're gonna get more money, but you're gonna lose more people.
I don't even know about that. I don't know
about value the people over the money.
I don't know. I don't. That I'm not going to even put my money on Biden.
We got older parents and all that type of shit. I don't want. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Nah, I value the people over the money.
I understand that part, but I'm saying to you that when Joe Biden gets in, he's not going to be able to solve nothing with coronavirus.
Put it like this, I think he gonna put a foot forward towards more than Trump will. Trump more concerned about the money than the people. I say Joe Biden will at least try. If it's something to do, he gonna try. He gonna go harder.
What if he fails?
At least you try.
People don't want to hear that.
Put like this. But Trump not even trying, so I'm at least give him props for trying. I'd rather have a motherfucker trying than not, because you at least stand a chance if you trying.
I don't think he got a clue either.
Okay. Put like this.
Joe Biden
I'd rather have a motherfucker that's gonna try at least to make something pop than a motherfucker saying, "Oh, this ain't shit. We turning the corner and it's getting worse." I don't like that.
I don't know.
I don't like that right there.
I don't think Joe Biden gonna solve anything. I don't see it.
Put like this. You got a man that's at least gonna pay it more attention. Wouldn't you rather have a motherfucker that's gonna pay this more attention?
I don't know if I don't think
something.
I don't. Yeah, you got to solve something.
He
bro.
trying to fire Dr. Fauci because Fauci telling him this shit ain't cool. You see what I'm saying? Donald Trump, he moved like a stupid motherfucker, like he narcissist. If you don't do what you don't like you said, a motherfucking dictatorship. You don't do what I say, I want to fire you and put you in jail.
Hey,
fuck out.
I don't think we got much different from Joe Biden, man.
Put like that. Joe Biden is at least gonna try to.
I believe Joe Biden is an act, man.
He, as far as black people, I told you.
No, I'm talking about everything.
I think with this pandemic, he gonna at least try to do something.
Okay,
I will say he'll do that.
Okay,
nothing else. I don't expect nothing else out of him, but I at least will go with him on that. And I don't even like him.
Okay, I disagree. I don't think he's gonna accomplish anything. I don't think nobody has.
So you think when you come to him asking about Corona, he gonna say we turning the corner?
He gonna say some bullshit, but it ain't gonna be what it is too. He don't know. Biden don't know.
And Trump tried to fake like he had coronavirus to make it seem like it's a pan. All that was an act. You know that, don't you?
Okay, might be. Okay, but
I got some drugs that help me and this. All right, well, put that shit out then, right now.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Joe Biden ain't gonna have nothing either, man. I think we fucked either way when it comes to coronavirus. That's how I see it. I don't.
And that's what's gonna lose Trump this election.
I don't see it. I don't think so.
Because if I was to vote, I would have to vote for Biden because I do believe I'm not voting, but if I would vote for Biden because I believe he will try. Not say he get it done. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I believe he gonna make more efforts and he gonna
fail. He gonna try and fail.
Like this, Trump not trying.
Okay. He gonna try and fail.
All right.
A lot, like you said a loss is a loss. Dak Prescott tried, but he failed.
That's true.
Okay, so you said a loss is a loss.
But you also know if you keep on shooting free throws, aren't you going to hit one?
Oh, no. You said a loss.
Trump
is a
not
loss.
even shooting. Can you make a shot if you don't attempt it?
Okay, you said a loss is a loss. No
Have you ever heard of a person making a shot they didn't attempt?
Okay, no, but that's totally different. You're going against what you said.
No,
okay,
I'm not.
Yes, you are because
you acting like for sure it's going to be a loss. We don't know that for sure.
I do.
What are you talking about?
I'm telling you right now, Joe Biden ain't gonna do nothing. He old.
He gonna try. It ain't got nothing to do with being old because he not the one coming up with the formula.
Man, and you gonna be looking at
trying to do it.
You gonna be looking at Kamala Harris as president, man.
He is more open to motherfuckers coming at him like, okay, we need to do this, and this. All right, cool. Trump don't even hear it. No, y'all know what y'all talking about. He gonna be more willing to have motherfuckers coming in and listen to what they saying. He not gonna be trying to fire Dr. Fauci. He gonna be going along with Dr. Fauci say. How about that?
Okay, maybe so. But
maybe that's a step in the right direction.
Okay.
This motherfucker not doing that.
Okay, but the fact of the matter is Joe Biden ain't gonna get that shit done either.
Okay.
He not gonna get it done.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck what you say. He ain't gonna get that shit done. That motherfucker gonna be looking stupid, just like everybody else is.
All right.
That's what he gonna. I do. I know he gonna be looking stupid. And first of all, that motherfucker gonna be dead after 6 months of being president. That motherfucker gonna be sitting. That motherfucker gonna be sitting there. That motherfucker be sitting in the motherfucking hospital with coronavirus. And Kamala Harris is gonna be signed in as president of the United States. That's what the fuck we gonna see with that motherfucker. We gonna see that motherfucker looking sorry in the hospital. Talking about Joe Biden was rushed to the hospital. That's what the fuck we gonna see. We not gonna see none of that out of that nigga.
So you want to see 4 more years of a nigga who
I don't want to see. Hold on, we fucked either way we go here. Okay,
I can save more lives.
Huh? Say what?
Which one do we save more lives? That's what I'm asking you.
Which one? Which one do we? I don't know Joe Biden. I don't know Joe Biden do anything. I don't think he do nothing different. Everything when he was sitting there arguing with Trump, talking about all the things that Trump needed to do, Trump sat there and looked at him and says, "We're already doing all this shit that you talking about. Everything you said that I needed to that you would do for if you was president, I'm already doing it."
You believe that?
Yeah, because he's talking about rapid testing and everything. Joe Biden said, "I will have rapid testing." They already got rapid testing. What the fuck is he talking about?
Like this, Trump talking about all these places need to open. I don't believe that at this point, especially right now.
Okay.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
That's more people to spread.
Okay.
We need to keep this open. We turn the corner. That's being immature. It's like you got a problem facing. You got a problem that you facing. You got some pipes leaking in your bathroom, but you don't want to address it. Oh no, it ain't. It's cool, man. They ain't leaking that bad. They ain't leaking that bad. Eventually, that pipe gonna burst, and you gonna have water damage all through your crib.
Mm-hmm.
So. Well, we just gonna keep all that. It's just a little water, man. Just
Joe Biden is the guy to come in there and help you fix it. And once he get in that motherfucker, he fall out. That's what the fuck he gonna do.
Like I said, it ain't too.
That motherfucker don't even know who he talking to half the time.
It ain't too much water. Just go ahead.
He don't know who the fuck he talking to half the time. What
he
the fuck
drunk.
talking about?
He drunk.
How the fuck he gonna fix something? He don't know who the fuck.
Okay, he can't fix nothing. But okay, if they coming at him with some shit, he ain't aware enough to say.
Kamala Harris be president of the United States. She'll be the 47th president of the United States, nigga.
Well, put it like this: with Trump, we in trouble with this pandemic. You don't get stuck. People gonna drop like flies, and I don't like that.
And people gonna drop like flies with Biden.
Okay,
I call that. I say that's even for them too.
I don't call that even.
I do.
I know that ain't even.
I know it's.
I totally disagree with you there.
I disagree with you. Biden gonna fuck that up. Biden gonna be dead by after the first 4 months. Biden wasn't lying. I mean, Trump wasn't lying when he sat there and said that Joe Biden was hiding. Joe Biden said it himself. Okay, he wasn't lying when he said that. Joe Biden said it himself with Charlemagne, right? That he was sitting in the house and said he still had 160 million people voting.
He trying to stay away from that shit.
Okay, that's exactly what he'll be doing as president.
Okay, Trump ain't hiding. He having super spreader.
Hold on, wait a minute. You said this dude is hiding, so that means he's not doing nothing.
Hold on, you can't be in the White House getting shit done. Do you got to be moving around all the time to get something done?
That motherfucker gonna be sitting in the White House
doing nothing.
Doing nothing.
Okay.
He gonna come out there with a smile on his face.
And Trump is doing what?
giving people hope. Hold on, I'm not speaking of. I'm not saying Trump would be better. I'm saying you talking about Joe Biden gonna do this and do that. Joe Biden ain't gonna do nothing. Cut it out.
Like I said, for healthcare,
Yeah, they ain't like Trump wasn't lying when he said he been there 50 fucking years and ain't did nothing. Tell me what's he done in 5 and 50
yeah, but hold on. He ain't done nothing. But as far as with this thing, as far as with
Hold
healthcare,
on, answer my question. What has he done in 50 years, bro?
I told you he hasn't done anything. I
Okay,
just
so
said that.
answer me this question. What makes you think he's gonna do something when he's president, nigga?
So with this pandemic, he not gonna put no foot, no. He not gonna try to get this shit rocking no kind of way. He gonna sit there just like Trump and say it's cool and don't do nothing.
He gonna look stupid.
That's what he gonna do.
He gonna throw a smile. The only difference between him and Trump is that he gonna throw a smile in your face.
Okay.
That's what the fuck he gonna do. Stop it.
Okay.
Cut it out.
I
That nigga been there 50 years, ain't done nothing but cause havoc.
Cause Trump talk about I want to replace healthcare, but he don't say what replace it with what.
Hold on,
He's so quick to get Obamacare out, but he don't say I'm gonna replace it with this.
Obamacare only taking care of 20 million people, man.
Hold on, my whole point is he's saying he got something bigger and better. Why don't you explain what it is? He never explains what it is.
What
You're
is
so
Joe
quick to
Biden
want to put something out. Why when you say, well, I got this, and this, my shit is better because it has this, and this. He never says that.
Okay, now I told you was capping with that. Okay, I've already said that.
So you playing with the healthcare,
okay, but we're not talking about
healthcare is so important right now.
You're talking about the credibility of Joe Biden here. We're not talking. We already know Trump's a piece of shit here. Okay, well, let's talk about Joe. Okay, now let's talk about what Joe Biden ain't gonna do shit, nigga. Okay. Stop it. He's not gonna do nothing. He don't have no answer. Because if he did have an answer, he would have told us the answer by now. But he hasn't told us the answer. Oh, what's he want to do? He want to wait till he get elected? We got people dying, man. What's your
what the fucking hold on? What can if he had an answer? What the fuck? Trump ain't gonna do it. What the fuck is you talking?
Okay, so why hasn't he said his answer then?
Okay, he said I'm gonna do this, and this. All right, and then
those things have already been done. Okay, those things have already been done.
Leave that if you want with Trump.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. But like this, I'm gonna look at a man who sit there and say we're turning the corner and shit is getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I just told you, Joe Biden had plenty of opportunities to tell the world what exactly how he would fix coronavirus.
I believe he has said certain shit.
Okay, yeah, and then Trump sat there and said we're already.
Donald Trump is a liar. You believe that he did everything? Do you believe that?
I don't believe. Hold on. Is there rapid testing in the United States of America? Yes or no?
Is it? Can you get a rapid test right now?
Yes, you get. They're doing stop. They're pulling people. People can get tested in their car.
Can you get a test right now?
Hold on. They showed on television.
I'm asking you. Fuck what they show. Can you? Do you know where to go get a test right now at?
Me, as far I don't know a certain place.
All right, so
I'm saying to you, hold on. Go. I'll tell you what. Go Google rapid testing for coronavirus and see if you can find it. Go see if you can find it, buddy. You can go Google that shit. Let's go Google it, buddy. Rapid testing locations. Florida location. They got them all in Florida. The Central Florida. Shut the fuck up, man. Just shut the fuck up about this shit.
Center. I don't know about rapid.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. They've already doing it. You don't know what the fuck you talking about, man.
Hold on. Testing ain't even testing just the beginning. What about some other shit? What about it's got to be more than testing? Testing is just to find out who got it. Okay.
Trump said this, and it's been fact checked. Okay, it's been fact checked about that. Okay, you could do rapid testing for COVID-19, and Joe Biden said that's something that that was one of the things that he would do. And Trump looks at him and says, we're already doing that.
I'm pretty sure it's more than that. I'm like this. You already know. I'm gonna find out.
You shouldn't even have brought that up because that's going on, right? Right? Any dickhead, any person that got Google can Google rapid testing for COVID-19. Anybody can fucking do that. So he sat there and didn't know what the fuck he was.
Rapid testing is just one piece. That it's way more to it. It's got to be way more to it than that.
Whatever.
Way more. Okay. Testing.
One of the things that he brought up, bro.
And then Trump lying about a vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Joe Biden would be sitting there doing that either. That whole
Biden ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. Stop.
Okay.
Cut it out.
Okay.
You speaking for Biden? Go vote for that nigga.
I'm not voting for an
Go vote
idiot.
for, you sound like you might as well go vote for him.
I told you before I start saying what I'm saying, but I do believe he will be more
He ain't
effective.
gonna do shit.
Okay.
He not gonna do nothing.
All right.
Nothing. Nigga, I'm gonna for what you talking about.
All right. And you gonna find out because he probably gonna get in anyway. You'll find out.
We ain't gonna find out. He going home. Motherfucker.
You gonna find out. He
He
gonna
going
get
home.
in.
Kamala Harris can't even pack the house in Arizona. Bitch was in Arizona.
That little punk ass pack out. Look. Donald Trump dropped the ball on this shit, and just too many people died, man. And he's playing it down.
Mm-hmm.
That's heartless right there. I can't fuck with that.
Okay, you can fuck with that. Joe Biden ain't no better.
All right.
He ain't no better. You found out that Joe Biden was a worse racist than Trump.
Yes.
Okay, you found that out. You're gonna find out that motherfucker ain't gonna do nothing when it comes to coronavirus. First, personally, hold on. And I can tell you, I can prove this to you. Why? I can prove this. I can prove why Joe Biden. 2008, 2009, they had a such thing called H1N1.
So here you go, Trump. Go ahead.
Well, wait a minute. I was there. I was on the front lines with this shit. Okay, I was on the front lines, okay, with this shit. Okay, now they were talking about closing down the country for coronavirus before they even had 10,000 deaths. They were talking about even less than that. They were talking about closing down the.
They said Trump knew about it before he even got hit.
Hold on. They said they were going to close. They were talking about closing down the United States of America before they even had 10,000 deaths. Now H1N1 had 80,000 deaths, and there was never a shutdown. There was never even a talk of a shutdown. You would think that after 80,000 deaths, there would be some sort of talk of, possibly shutting down the United States of America. How many people are gonna fucking die before we shut this bitch down? Okay, can you imagine that? Imagine that. Shouldn't it have been a shutdown? Go look up H1N1 deaths, man, and see what it says, man. So if you think I'm lying about this shit. Okay, why didn't they shut down the country then, man? They had 80,000 deaths, man. Explain that to me, please.
80,000 deaths.
Huh?
How long was the swine flu in here, man?
What you mean?
How many people died? How long did this shit last, man?
I mean, wow. Hold on. This is even worse. The CDC calculates that up to 570,000 people may have died
in the first year.
In 2009.
They had that many people die with this shit, so that's bullshit.
Okay, fine. You don't want to believe it.
I've seen it. I was just reading it.
Okay. You don't want to believe
They
it.
didn't even say that. They saying it in more places. I don't know.
Okay. Explain that to me. Explain that to me, please. What's going on, brother? Please explain to me.
Well, we fucked either way.
Explain that to me, buddy. Why didn't they shut down the country? Hold on. No. I'm not gonna let you off the hook. I'm not gonna let you off the hook.
I think Biden would do better with it, but
he was vice president. He was vice president, bro. 2009, Barack Obama, Joe Biden was the president and vice president, respectively. Okay, why didn't they shut down the country, man? Can you please explain that to me?
They say hospitalizations range between 195,000 and 400,000 and 12,000 deaths. Sounds a little different here. I'm at the CDC too.
Okay.
Huh?
Hold on.
Huh?
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, nigga.
Yeah.
Hold on, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Asymptomatic. Interesting.
Yeah.
The number of the World Health Organization is 18,000, though the 2009 H1N1 flu pandemic is actually to have cost 284,000 deaths.
No, it says from
I'm looking this on
April
Wikipedia.
12th.
So this is on Wikipedia.
I'm looking at CDC, motherfucker. Ain't that the main thing?
The World Health
2009.
Hold on.
April.
The World Health Organization.
You said you said who?
Is the World Health Organization.
CDC. Isn't that valid?
It's all the same.
April 12th to 2009, April 10th, 2010, the CDC estimates that it was 60 million cases, a range from 43 million or whatever, and 274 hospitalizations, range from 195 to 402,000, and 12 motherfucking thousand deaths, man. Where are you reading? What are you finding out here?
I'm seeing 18,000, but then they said though 2009 H1N1 flu pandemic is estimated to have actually cost about
200,000 people didn't die. Nobody ever said that. That was it never got that serious.
The World Health Organization reported this. They reported this.
12,000 deaths. That sounds about right.
Okay.
Man.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
All right, man.
No, it ain't. Because first of all, answer me this question. Because you weren't there, I was. Why did they have vaccinations for H1N1?
I don't know.
You go to the world. You go. Why did they? I mean, if it only cost 12,000 deaths, why did they have a vaccination for that? If what you're saying is true, you wouldn't need a fucking vaccination for 12,000 deaths.
Well,
you would need it. That's fact. You would not need it.
Nobody said. Even Donald Trump ain't saying there was 400,000 deaths. He would be saying that.
Secondly, let's go.
He's not saying that.
Okay, let's go with 12,000 deaths. Let's say you're right. Let's say the numbers is right. Let's say 12,000 deaths. They were calling for the country to be shut down before they had 12,000 deaths. Explain.
Well, put it like this: only 12,000 deaths to 200,000. That's a fucking hell of a
the numbers those numbers they said it actually cost 280,000 deaths.
Donald Trump would have been saying that. We all know that. He has not once said that.
Secondly,
fuck out of here.
Secondly, there was a report. And I know you know this report, that hospitals were getting paid thousands upon thousands of dollars if they
claim false cases.
Now, how many?
What about these deaths, motherfucker?
Hold on. No, not cases. Deaths. Okay, they were getting paid thousands of dollars for each patient that they had.
People ain't out here on ventilators and shit because of this disease, man.
Okay, what do you think they were on with the H1N1, bro? They were being hospitalized.
12,000 deaths to 200.
It was more than that. It's more than 12,000 deaths.
All right, man.
It's more than 12,000. It just said it right here.
Okay.
All
right.
Now,
you gonna believe what you want to believe.
You can believe what you want to believe. Joe Biden ain't gonna do nothing.
Trump ain't. We see what Trump did.
Okay, I understand that, but you think Joe Biden? You think he coming in? You think Massa Joe is coming on a motherfucking cake?
Like I said, I
he
know
ain't gonna save you.
He ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing for no niggas. But I'm
He's not gonna save you, man.
He's
not gonna save your life. He's not gonna come with nothing no different. He gonna come in. He gonna walk in that bitch with a smile, and that's all you got, nigga. Believe it. Stop.
Well, we already seen what Trump doing with it. He's acting like it don't exist.
Yeah, Joe Biden might do the same thing.
Okay.
You just said he sounded like Trump when he was criticizing the protesters in Philadelphia. You just said it yourself. He sounded like Trump, nigga.
Yeah.
He acted like Trump when he was a motherfucking senator, nigga. He acted worse than Trump.
And so now he gonna say, "Fuck the pandemic. All y'all can die."
Yeah. He said, "Fuck niggas. They all can die in prison," right? Didn't he? Didn't he do that?
Them niggas. It's white people dying from this too.
What you mean?
That's why you know they're gonna look at it. Niggas ain't the only person dying from this.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you like this: Joe Biden ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing.
Okay.
But don't worry about it. You ain't gonna get a chance to see Joe Biden. That's gonna be the beautiful thing for you, that you ain't gonna see that this fool gonna fuck it up. He gonna fumble the bag too. Okay, that's what that means.
Donald Trump definitely fumbled that motherfucker.
He might have fumbled the bag. I told you from day one. I said there is no excuse for Trump's behavior with coronavirus. I said that from day one. Okay, you're preaching to the choir on that, but what we're talking about is Joe Biden. Joe Biden ain't gonna have a handle on nothing. Okay, he's not gonna have a handle on anything. You think that once Joe Biden get in there, he gonna save people's lives? He's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Fuck what you talking.
I think he cared more than Donald Trump cared.
Okay, what I don't. Where's your proof at? Where's your proof?
Where's your proof?
Hold on. No. You got to prove to me. You have to prove to me why you believe that Joe Biden has
because I believe he an older motherfucker who.
Okay, really where's your proof?
Ain't nobody got no proof. How the fuck
yes, you do. Yes, you do. You can do it by he been senator for 50 years. What the fuck you talking about? Where's your proof?
Senator, okay, so Senator, you can pass.
Yeah, you pass laws. Those are some of the most important.
Senator, he can make it so.
Yeah.
What pandemic? It's only been the H1N1 and this. What the fuck? How else would you know about
Here's
that?
your proof. You should be able to see it. What did I tell you about
what?
Joe Biden? What did I say about Joe Biden when he developed that 94 crime bill? I said instead of having that crime bill, he should have built more motherfucking facilities for drug addicts, but he didn't do it. What did he do? He built more prisons.
Okay, he did. Like I said, he don't mean black people no good.
Okay, so where's your proof that Joe Biden is gonna have a handle that he actually cares about something? Where is your proof?
Okay.
Where's your proof? Please tell me your proof that he cares about the American people. Tell me. Where?
So he gonna sit there and say, "Oh, we're turning the corner. This is nothing. Don't worry." So every president that would get in there wouldn't care about all these people dying. Is what you're telling me?
I'm saying at the end of the day, Joe Biden ain't gonna have no handle on it.
Okay.
He don't have no handle on it.
Okay.
Bottom line, he ain't gonna have no handle on it. And he got the wrong people behind him. Kamala Harris ain't gonna have. She gonna fold. Okay. She don't know nothing about this shit. She don't know nothing
about Trump know about it.
Okay, hold on. We're talking about these people that you think is better for the job for coronavirus, and they're not. They're not better. They're not better for the job. You're gonna.
They're not gonna do nothing different than what Trump.
No, they actually might do worse.
You sound
they actually might not. They actually what they're gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what they'll do. I want them to get elected now, so they can show your monkey coon ass that they're not gonna do nothing. I really want them to win now.
What they gonna do?
I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do. They're gonna fumble the bag on coronavirus, and they're gonna fumble the bag. Period.
They're gonna fumble the bag. That's for sure.
They're gonna fumble both. And watch the economy gonna be even the state of America gonna be worse. People gonna be on the streets really fighting for that stimulus. You see, people ain't really crying about that stimulus too much right now. They ain't
people getting evicted.
Okay, yeah, but people ain't beating the streets though.
Oh, that's on the way. That's okay. On what? Then he gave that little punk ass $1,200. What?
No, hold on. Wait a minute. Democrats is part of that. Democrats agree to that.
All of them fucked up. I don't like none of these motherfuckers. Okay. So don't get it twisted. But my whole point is, you talking about this and this and this. The streets going. Motherfuckers is fucked up right now. He talking about the stock market. Motherfuckers is fucked up right now. Even if that's your 401k, you don't have that right now. Motherfuckers is fucked up right now. Motherfuckers losing their jobs. Motherfucking businesses is closing down, which means those businesses employ people. The NBA, they bag got lighter. So which means them people at the arenas, they don't got their jobs. What the fuck is you talking about? What is this?
Joe Biden go fumble the bag.
Okay. Trump fumbled it too.
How'd he fumble the bag? Where he fumbled the bag at?
The economy is fumbled right now.
Wait a minute.
Stock market.
So why did it fumble? Why did it fumble?
Because of this fucking virus.
Okay, so how is that Donald Trump's fault?
Put like this, man. They said that when the shit first came, he heard about it, which I believe. He could have stopped shit before shit really got going like that. They said, "Oh, don't worry about it. It ain't nothing." And I know he said that. You could tell by his demeanor. He didn't take the shit serious. And then come to find out it was serious.
Okay, how many lives you think he would have saved if he'd have acted on it?
Maybe a whole bunch, because if you would have stopped, if you would have cut motherfuckers from coming from China, boom, we don't want nobody coming in here from there.
He cut it. Hold on, wait a minute. He cut it faster than Joe Biden. He said Joe Biden said he would do. That's actually not true.
How do we know that?
What are you talking about? Joe Biden didn't deny it. He sat there and said it to him in his face that I said I'll shut down the country way before you said you would have done it. He said that to his face.
I heard from what I'm hearing people saying he had intel that he didn't move on with this.
Now I ask you again. How many lives do you think he would have been costed?
I
Because
believe if he would have moved on it from what if it was like what they said, of a lot, probably 50% or more.
That's a lie.
Okay.
No way. No way. No way. No fucking way. You said that him acting slow was about like maybe let's say 30 days. Let's just say really it's roughly 30 days.
If you stop the motherfuckers who come in here who brought the shit in from the first place, if you shut this motherfucker down and you don't let a case come,
coronavirus was here in December. That's why they call it COVID-19. Okay, it didn't come in March. It came in 2019 December.
Motherfuckers weren't dying.
Okay, well, wait a minute. They came in December. That's why they call it COVID-19, nigga. Okay, they call it because it was in 2019 where this first case was discovered. Trump ain't. So how's Trump gonna shut that down? COVID-19 is here. How's he going? How you gonna shut down something that's already here, man? Please tell me.
COVID-19. It could have been 19 in China.
I'm gonna ask you again. How do you stop something that's already here?
Okay, man. All right.
How do you stop something that's already here?
Right. Everybody would have handled it like Trump did.
I'm saying at the end of the day, COVID-19 was already here. Okay. He already told you that he said he shut down travel. He did. He shut down travel.
Now you believe what he say.
Wait a minute. Nobody's argued it. Nobody. What are you talking about? It's documented. It's documented when he shut down the. Go look up when Donald Trump shut down travel bans, man. It was in the very beginning of coronavirus. It was like maybe 2 weeks after the coronavirus was.
You didn't hear that he was informed long before and did nothing. You didn't hear that.
When was he informed? When was he informed? Yeah, please. Let me find it because you don't know what the fuck you talking about. January 31 is when he did it. 31st of January.
Dude, we talking about when did he really find out about this shit?
Okay.
You looking for the wrong shit.
Okay. Hold on. Take that back. I might not be right what I said.
November 17th, although it was not diagnosis, researchers have found first confirmed COVID case had been seen November 17th in China. December 27th, the man in France who is now known as COVID-19 patient outside of China goes to emergency room with difficulty breathing. December 31st, the Wuhan Commission reports the first cluster case of pneumonia. January. So it wasn't here then. Like I told your punk ass. You think you be knowing shit? You
Okay.
really?
When did you whatchamacallit do it?
January 2020.
When did he know?
New discoveries such as December case in France mentioned above kept pushing the timeline of the virus back. Much of the world began to take notes of mysterious pneumonia-like illness in China, January 2020, which at the time mostly centered in Hubei province. On January 5th, the World Health Organization published preliminary news about the identified disease. At the time, it was relatively distant concern in the U.S., particularly given the country had yet to see any confirmed cases. But the coronavirus.
They said he knew in February. That's what they said.
I thought it was here in 19 in America.
It was.
No, it wasn't. It was in. Just believe that, man. I just read it to you, but yeah, it was in America, man. It was. If that's what you think, I'm gonna let you think that.
So March 19th, Carl Wilbur. The disease was more deadly than he previously thought. But he said he knew it in February. When was the first case? When was the first case of coronavirus in America? Please tell me when it was. When was the first case of coronavirus? Okay, it was in February. That Trump. They said Trump knew about it. Trump said. So please explain to me. When was the first case of coronavirus? Please.
February 4th was the first cases here. And they're not gonna tell you when Trump first heard about this shit. You know he heard about this shit before that.
Okay.
Believe Trump heard about this shit in November. Okay. But nobody knew what it was supposedly. So
Okay. So how you gonna hold him accountable on a disease that nobody knows nothing
they said
about?
at some point it was some shit. I don't know. I got a headache anyway. I can't remember. But they were saying some shit about he knew about some shit at a time where he could have made a play that he didn't make on that shit.
Okay. Well,
what I was understanding.
Okay. Whatever. Okay. Whatever. At the end of the day, Joe Biden ain't gonna do nothing.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, you gonna find out. I want Joe Biden to win now for y'all bitch ass niggas.
I mean, I'm not no Biden supporter.
You are supporting Biden. You support me.
Look, I'm not voting for either one.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
You got faith in Joe.
No, what I do think he will try to push forward on this virus more.
Where's your proof?
Because I believe because the only thing Trump get for the stock market, this he more concerned about the stock market than people's lives, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now
That's
where's your
why
proof? Where I know Joe Biden don't give a fuck about people's lives. Where's your proof at? Where's your proof at regarding that Joe Biden actually cares about the American people?
I just believe that he will try to push. I really don't know. I mean, I'm just guessing.
Yeah. You don't know. You don't fucking know. You right. I'm telling you right here, right now. That motherfucker.
He won't.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at his track record. He's been around for 50 years.
So he don't care, just like Trump don't care.
Yo, nope. He's the same. He's the same. Y'all, you see, you fooled by Joe Biden in his appearance. That appearance is an act.
I know he's the devil on the niggas and everything, but I'm saying as far as I do believe he cares more about like something like this virus. People do. I believe some motherfuckers do care about that. Now, as far as giving the nigga a break, no, he's definitely not gonna do that. But I believe he do kind of would like to. For one, he want to get back in the office, so he gonna at least try to make it. Well, I did help out getting this virus in order. He can win back in office just by doing that.
Hey, if you see Joe Biden get elected for president, it's Kamala Harris is your fucking president. Okay. That's what it is. Bottom line. Say whatever fuck you want to say. Joe Biden ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna cut it. Okay, he ain't got the stomach for this shit. Okay, he old. Okay, he old and he decrepit, and he ain't in his right mind. This nigga slow in the brain. And you talking about this motherfucker?
And you want to rock out with Trump? How many more bodies gonna drop if Trump get 4 more years?
I don't know. The same as it was if Joe Biden get elected.
Okay.
The same. That's what I say. The same as Joe Biden's, nigga. That's what it's gonna be. And you go to that poll and you go vote for Joe Biden, nigga, that you want to.
Definitely not gonna.
Been speaking up for that nigga for the last 2 times. We've been talking about this shit.
No.
You've been speaking up real high on Joe Biden.
I was on the other video saying you a coon.
Nigga ain't gonna do nothing.
Listen,
Hey, but you go back on what the fuck you
but the only thing
He
I
ain't gonna do nothing.
listen, only thing I'm saying, the one thing I say I do believe he would be better on is this pandemic.
No, he's not.
You believe that?
I don't.
I do believe that.
I don't.
Like I said, I'm not wholeheartedly on none of these motherfuckers. So I'm gonna pick point. And I did say Donald Trump is better for the money. I said if I was rich, I would vote. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm telling you what it is.
And
I'm telling you exactly what this shit is. I'm not so
got a
sold on nothing.
Okay, Joe Biden got a track record of doing absolutely nothing. Nigga, he been there for 50 fucking years, man. And all of a sudden now he 80 years old, and all of a sudden he gonna grab the bull by his horns and get his hands.
What it was the ones behind the healthcare, which I mean, like I said, I'm gonna say pro shit for each one. So which says they did do that healthcare shit, whatever that the 88, whatever that bullshit.
20 million people.
Okay, was better than none. Obama, what's
So,
that?
the only people that he'll probably save is 20 million people.
Well, put it like this. Like I said, Trump wouldn't even have did that. That's what my whole point is.
I don't even know about that.
The reason why I say
I don't know.
He at least showed that he has some sort of focus on healthcare. That's my point. Yeah, I was meaning that's really how I'm gonna sum this up. He at least shows he does have a focus on that. Trump don't give a fuck about nothing.
Don't know nothing about coronavirus. Dr. Fauci and all these people, they don't have no vaccine for this.
All right, man.
They don't have a vaccine for this, bro. They don't have.
Only thing Trump care about is the stock market.
Okay. Joe Biden don't give a shit about nothing. He gonna fumble coronavirus and he gonna fumble the bag, nigga. That's what you got. So go on over there and pull the lever for that motherfucker.
Not
pull it. That's what you sound like. You sound like you about to.
Look,
go pull the lever for that whack motherfucker.
Hold on, but I say pro Trump things too. So I'm saying.
No, I see more out of you with going against Trump. You just like the rest of them going against Trump.
Oh, hold up.
You are. Because no, the last 2 shows we've done, I've seen a whole bunch on Trump and
Dude,
we haven't done nothing on Joe Biden today. We haven't shown anything about Joe Biden today at all. All I saw was Trump.
Hold on, I said Joe Biden. I started the show off telling I was just arguing with my cousin about him, and I told her I'm not voting for either one of these motherfuckers, but I'm not gonna sit there and just I was patting Donald Trump on the head saying, oh yeah, this, and I was believing he wasn't as racist. Then I started looking and saying he not shit either. So I don't like none of these motherfuckers. But I'm looking at this pandemic and I hear a man saying that we going around the corner and he's like downplaying this shit. Oh no. Fuck that. No, I don't like
Joe
that.
Biden ain't gonna do nothing, nigga. I'm here to tell you that right now. He ain't gonna do nothing.
Okay, I know one thing he's not gonna do, get on TV. We around the corner.
I don't know about that either. I don't know about that. I don't put nothing.
You got the people saying bodies is dropping at an all-time high. He gonna get on TV. We don't have. Well, we're turning the corner. It's getting better.
Solution about coronavirus. Trump ain't gonna use it no way. Trump ain't gonna use it. How come he hasn't told the people what he would do specifically for coronavirus? How come? Do you know? You've been listening to him for a while. Do you know what Joe Biden's gonna talk? What's gonna do different?
Yeah, some shit. I can't remember every fucking detail everybody said about what. I'm gonna tell you.
When the white can't do every detail because it ain't worth mentioning.
I will be able to tell you tomorrow because I'm gonna do some research and really find out. I'll be able to tell you tomorrow.
I'll tell you what. When you find out, it's gonna be some bullshit. Okay, it's gonna be some shit that's already probably.
I know he's not gonna stand in front of people and say it's getting better when it's getting worse.
I disagree.
Okay,
I disagree.
You go vote for Trump with your motherfucking white ass.
Joe Biden, because that's what you sound like. Go on over there, nigga.
I'm not voting for none of these.
And when you go over there, make sure you take a pack in that school zone too, nigga. See if you want to see how you get stroked, nigga.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm not voting for him.
Yeah, you is.
I know Trump. I can't feel all these people dying and he act like it's not serious.
Joe Biden ain't gonna do nothing.
That's why he's gonna lose. I bet money. lose.
You're not gonna lose. Well, I tell you what, you gonna give me 5-1 odds like your daddy? I'm willing to take it.
Nope.
Why not?
He
I'm
gonna
willing
lose.
to take it. I'm willing to take it, nigga. Give me the
Don't fumble the
5-1
bag
odds.
on people's lives like that and think it's gonna slide.
Yeah, okay. Give me 5-1 odds, nigga. I'm taking it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
You don't gamble with people's lives like that and think you're gonna walk in that motherfucker.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Hold on, wait a minute. We've seen that already with people go to war. What are you talking about? Wartime presidents don't get fucking they don't leave the White House.
And they're not saying, "Oh, this ain't nothing. It ain't that bad." They saying that when these people die.
What you mean?
When the wartime people, is the president getting on their show? Oh, it's just war. They supposed to die.
What do you mean? Hold on. We went to war. George Bush went to war on a lie. What are you talking about?
He did, but he didn't get on TV.
Talking about.
They just lost their lives. Oh, it's nothing. It's just a couple of lives. It'll be okay.
Hold on. We
didn't lose that many lives.
Lives were lost on a lie.
You say that?
Okay, lives were lost on a lie. Fuck you talking about? If you talking about these motherfucking politicians won't risk people's lives, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, man.
I didn't say. Look, I'm saying the way this shit is going and how he's handling it, he's too immature to be president for one.
Okay, no.
I've been saying that.
Okay.
I don't want no motherfucker with the.
And Joe Biden is the solution.
Not necessarily, no.
Okay, he's the solution.
That's all we got to pick from. Put like this on the pandemic. If it was say minus the pandemic, I would say fuck it. It is what it is. But with this pandemic, I don't trust Trump in this pandemic. I don't.
Okay, so you trust Joe Biden better than Trump?
I would take my. I want to see what he got.
Dickhead.
I see what Trump did with it. I want to see what he gonna do.
Okay, now you want to. So now you want to see what's worse. Go ahead. I want Joe Biden to win now. I really want Joe Biden to win, so your monkey ass to see exactly what he do. He ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. He gonna be sitting out here looking stupid. Matter of fact, you might not even see him because he'll be on this motherfucking. He'll be in a rest home somewhere. That's where the fuck he gonna be. He gonna be in a rest home, and you gonna be looking at Kamala Harris. And what she gonna be? All she gonna do is laugh and grin her way to the motherfucking White House. Man, get the fuck out of my face, nigga. Stop it. That nigga ain't gonna do nothing. Shit, you got me fucked up on that, man. Fuck Joe Biden, man. He ain't gonna do nothing.
Fuck both of them.
Shit, hey, fuck them both. I don't care. Okay, but bottom line is, don't bring me no motherfucking bullshit that Joe Biden will handle it a little bit better. He ain't handling shit. He ain't gave you nothing. He hasn't told you anything different. That's sitting there saying, yeah, Joe Biden might put a handle on this. What has he? What has he said? Just give me one thing that he said.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be able to tell you tomorrow. Believe I'm gonna do the research.
Okay, yeah. Do your fucking research before you start making statements about this fool. Okay?
I just know. I know how Donald Trump doing. I know he ain't gonna be worse than that. I know that for a fact. I bet whatever on that.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Do your fucking research, man.
Well, we almost 3 hours in.
Yeah, we 3 hours in, man. Do your fucking research, man, and get back at it, nigga. You motherfuckers like, share, and subscribe to this shit, man. I'm sick and tired of you motherfuckers out here not liking, sharing, and subscribing to this shit, man. Fuck all this, man. Fuck Joe Biden, man. Fuck Kamala Harris too, nigga.
Fuck Donald Trump.
I'm out of this bitch.